And then also on top of that, they are claiming to be us.
Right.
Right?
Go ahead.
Yeah. That's another reason why.
You got a point to apostasy.
Apostasy.
Have you heard that word?
I heard the word.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, talk. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah. Well, that's what's going into is the word called apostasy. And what happened was, what that means is when you renounce your political views or your culture. And so that's what the Israelites did. We renounced our culture for another culture. And because of that, there became a deterioration. A lot of people will make the same argument about us today, even when we're dealing with so-called white people. How we maneuver things and that nature is westernized. So we both can agree that how we're living now is not how we lived prior to this, even when we were in Africa.
Right.
Because it's totally different. It's Western culture that's been imposed on us.
Right.
Assimilation, if you will. But it didn't just start in Africa. It started even prior to that. So it's been a generations of deterioration of us, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans.
Right. Yeah.
But we come through. What we say is what we say is by prophecy.
Right.
So when people hear what we say, like, how do you know this Bible? Well, it's described to what was to happen to us.
Right.
And we seeing it vividly.
So why do we still use this chart? And we know this chart is not true.
How do you know it's not true?
Because it said we're spread across the four corners of the earth.
We teach that too.
Then why then, for example, right? You say we got brothers and sisters in Africa, we got brothers and sisters in China, we got brothers and sisters in Japan. If they see this, that's gonna turn them away. They not on here.
We got brothers that are Africans that are in the camp. So what do you mean?
No, I mean
We
exactly.
got brothers from West Africa, Nigeria.
But we don't see them here. Is what I'm saying. We don't see them here.
But the spirit drew them to it, and they got the breakdown.
Right. So when you say that, then they're saying this ain't true. This is a part of truth because we know we are in all of these places. All I'm just saying is we everywhere.
We are.
But that alienates the people that's everywhere.
The book of prophecy in the latter
days
deals with the Israelites on the northwestern hemisphere.
No problem.
In this hemisphere.
But we
do teach, according to prophecy, that the Israelites are scattered all throughout the four corners of the earth.
Now, do you think that alienates? I say we got some brothers in England.
Nobody can be alienated because the spirit is the ultimate decider.
Let me finish. They can be alienated. Let me tell you why.
If the Lord chose them to wake up, they're gonna wake up. No matter what we say or do. The sheep shall hear his voice.
I agree.
That's a carnal argument. See,
but this is carnal, though.
No, it's not. It's in the scriptures.
This ain't in the script.
The 12 tribes not in the
scripture. The 12 tribes in the scripture, but this is only saying this side of the hemisphere.
But we go into prophecy and we further expound on it.
But that's my point.
Who are the Israelites? Who are the 12 tribes? Who's the tribe of Judah?
We are not going to know that until
you're not going to know.
No, let me finish.
We know,
brother. I'm letting you speak. Let me finish, and then you can say, you can disagree or say whatever you want. No problem. Just let me finish what I'm gonna say.
Okay, go ahead.
You can say whatever you want to say.
But you're not really saying nothing. You just don't agree.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you don't agree.
I've said that. I said I think. I know. Not even I think. I know that this chart is a hand
sign the Israelites.
I've already said yes.
Okay.
But I'm saying we're alienating a whole other side of
you know all things. Go ahead.
Can I make a point?
Go ahead.
All right. So according to prophecy, according to the scriptures, it says that Judah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a precept and I'm gonna back up the precept with the state. Get Jeremiah 50:33. One of y'all get there. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 33.
Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 33. It reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel,
was talking about the northern kingdom,
and the children of Judah,
and the children of Judah is talking about the southern kingdom,
were oppressed together."
They were oppressed together. Now, I'm going to ask you, the part of the children of the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah, which collectively is the whole nation of Israel, collectively as a part.
Oppressed together, that's what he said, right?
That's right. Collectively as a part. Where was the southern and northern kingdom oppressed together?
Here. I'm not disagreeing. But I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying we are leaving out a whole bunch of other people.
No, we're not. Nobody's left out.
Let me tell you how I'm saying that, right? Because we all agree that we were taking on spaceships, right? We all agree that not every single. Let me say no.
You got brothers and sisters coming from all over the world every day saying, I'm watching.
You can say whatever you want to say. Let me finish everywhere. Let me finish my sentence. You can say whatever you want to say. You cut me off as soon as I'm getting ready to finish. All I'm saying is, we know, and I'm agreeing, that we know that our people was put on spaceships. Now, my question was every Israelite taken on the spaceship? We didn't. So it's a lot of people left behind.
We know that.
Right. Those people are not here, y'all. That's all I'm saying. They ain't here. They're not represented right here.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Did I say something wrong?
11.
Did I say something wrong?
If they listen to the doctrine, they would understand and hear, which they are doing.
Did I say something
We got
wrong?
brothers in Africa right now. How did they hear? How did they wake up?
Did I say something
The word drew them in.
Have I said something wrong? Have I lied? What did I lie about? What was the lie?
Do you teach?
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Did I lie?
Bro, you don't have the understanding for it.
Did I lie?
You're wrestling in your mind.
Let your yes be. I'm not wrestling at all.
The 12 chart
I'm
is
saying
accurate through the Holy Spirit, and it's in the
that's
Holy
not
Scripture.
true.
And Jacob set
That's
them
not
down
true.
and told them
That's why you
where
can't
they would
say I
be in the
lied.
latter days.
That's why you can't call me a liar.
Why
won't you call me a liar? Why you won't say I'm lying?
Where you would be in the latter
Why
days.
you won't call me a liar? You know I'm not lying.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 11:10, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall
Jesse?
Finish.
Who's Jesse?
Well, you keep skipping. Well, you ain't asking. It's funny, but when I say call me a liar, you didn't laugh with it.
What if I don't want to call you?
What if I'm lying? Call me a liar. I don't have no problem with being corrected.
You just got
Passion. It's passion.
No,
we all people out here.
No, we ain't even tripping on that.
We ain't tripping on that. I'm just saying if I'm wrong, say I'm wrong. I ain't got no problem
You
if I'm
wrong because
but
you
don't
don't
tell
have
me
the truth.
this.
You don't.
I'm saying that ain't the
you don't have
truth.
the
I'm saying that's not the truth.
This is Romans 3:3.
No, I'm not. What am I wrong
What
about?
if some did not believe?
Hey, brother.
What I say that was wrong? Somebody just tell me what I said that was wrong.
We're gonna let the scriptures come out. We're gonna do it with the scriptures, bro. We're gonna answer your question. You say proof.
You hear me silent? I'm
you say
silent.
call you a liar, right?
I'm silent.
We're gonna let the scriptures do it. Then we're gonna get
Romans 3:3, it says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most
That doesn't
High
apply. I believe.
No. You don't believe the same thing that we believe. We saying we believe the 12 tribes chart. You saying you don't. That's fine. Keep reading.
God forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar."
I said, according to what we're talking about, the 12 tribes side, we believe that we're telling the truth.
Right.
You believe that we're not.
No,
right.
listen to me. Listen to me carefully, bro. Bro, yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
Are Israelites,
yes.
but he's saying we can't know, all right, who is who and what is what.
And I also said that we're leaving out a whole other side of the planet.
They're waking up.
They're not on here.
They're being waking up.
But they're not on here. We are going around telling people that the 12 tribes of Israel is right here.
According to the prophecies, a bulk of the 12 tribes will be on the western hemisphere of the world in the latter days.
Please show me where all the 12 tribes are
We
going to
didn't
be
say
on.
that all the 12 tribes, brother. We didn't say
This is
all.
what's right
the
here.
major deliverance.
This is right here saying the 12 tribes. This is saying the 12 tribes.
Said they were all over here.
Say it again.
He didn't say that they were all on the western hemisphere.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying we're leaving out a whole bunch of people. I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing you just said. We're leaving out all the people you just talking about. They ain't on here. We don't see no Chinese people on here. We don't see no Japanese people on here.
Brothers and all over the world.
I know we do. That's why I'm saying it. I know we do. I've been all over the planet. I know we do.
Jeremiah chapter 16
But I'm
and
saying it's a
14.
lie.
Therefore,
It's not the whole
behold,
truth.
the days come.
Start
saith
over,
the
bro.
Lord.
Start over. I didn't mean start over.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right, out of the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
I started. It says, but the Lord Yahweh liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the land of the north. Now, somebody get real quick, Jeremiah, the 3rd chapter. All right. Now, where's the land of the north?
Tell me what point is cool.
Where's the land of the north?
I've heard all this. I've heard this over here. No problem.
You don't, bro. You can't get no understanding of what we teach in one soundbite, bro.
I said no problem. Tell me where the land of the north is.
America.
I just said that. I just said
right.
over. I said we all know
right.
that we heard the land of the north is over
the
here.
focus in the Holy Scriptures
Hold on. Just stop and tell you what's wrong about what I just said first. Because I just
hell no.
I just said it's over
You
here.
can't be acting like that, bro.
I just said it's over here.
Damn pig.
My man, you're not listening to me. I said it's over here. I didn't say that.
Jeremiah kept locking on the scripture.
But I just said what he said. I said we all know it's over here. The land. I just said that. It's on tape.
Let's focus on the precept.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 3:17. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of Yahweh, and all the nations shall be gathered unto it, to the name of Yahweh in Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imagination of their evil heart. In those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north.
Out of the land of the north. The land of the north is the primary focus. Go ahead.
To the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers.
Jeremiah the 3rd chapter.
Yep.
So now we know Israelites around 14, 15. We know Israel is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. But prophetically, where the great awakening would happen in the latter days will be in Babylon the Great.
I'm not disagreeing.
Great awakening.
I don't
The whole
disagree.
purpose of the sign, like it talks about in the book of Ezekiel about putting those two sticks together, is an identifying marker of, like we're saying. See, and a lot of times in the scriptures, the Most High will make it to where it has to be spiritually discerned.
Right.
You know, they said that Babylon was going to go down in 70 years. Did Babylon go down in exactly 70 years?
No, sir.
It was like 67 years, right? But if you're spiritually discerned, you'll understand that it was talking about that Babylonian empire. Now, we can tit for tat about, but there's Israelites all across the world. Absolutely. Absolutely. But for the most part, what we're explaining to you is that the seed line is resting here. Are our people scattered in China, Japan, parts of Africa,
Everywhere.
Australia? Absolutely. The scripture said that our people are going to be spread apart. But
So
prophetic,
what's the problem with what I'm saying?
because the problem with what you're saying is, as far as spiritual discernment goes, is you're trying to say that the sign is wrong.
No,
And-
listen. I'm saying
Did
it's not
you
a
say the
full.
sign was wrong?
Yeah, listen to me. I said it's not a full truth. I'm saying I agree that we are in every last one of these places. I don't have no problem with that. I'm just saying we're leaving out a whole bunch of people. I've had people that.
We're not leaving out here. When we come out,
This is leaving out people. You don't see no niggas from London over here. You don't see nobody from Africa. You don't see no people from Japanese.
Why is there a camp in London? Multiple camps in London. How did they wake up?
My man,
We
are they
have-
on
we
this
have-
camp? Are they on this chart?
we have
Yes, and they preachers.
They on this chart.
absolutely.
They are.
Yeah,
So some people from Senegal on here. Show me where they at.
because our forefathers go back.
Show me where they
to
at.
one of the 12
Show me where the Senegalese people. Show me where the Ivory Coast people at. Show me.
And the scriptures say the spirit.
Show me.
They'll be a part of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
How?
Okay, because they were scattered there after the time of 70 AD.
They wasn't scattered though. They was already there.
Well, how did they get there, brother?
Am I lying?
After 70,
They was already there.
they were scattered there. Whenever
They're
they
not
fled,
scattered. You
they
can't
were.
be scattered if you're already here. If you're already there, you can't be scattered.
You know the history already.
I know some stuff.
Listen. You don't know enough. Listen to
I'm
your
listening,
logic.
but you're not proving your point.
No, what I'm telling you is
Go
that
ahead.
they were in Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
And they got scattered into parts of Africa.
Right.
They got scattered over there. They got
Agree.
scattered into those lands.
Agree.
Well, then what?
But I'm
They wasn't
talking about
already
now.
there.
That's
They
what I
got
just
scattered
said.
there.
Listen.
They got scattered into the Ivory Coast.
No problem. Do you see some Ivory Coast people on here?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Where? Show me.
Because it's Judah and
Show me. How you know Judah and Ivory Coast? How do you know Gad is not in Ivory Coast?
They might
They
So why they not here?
because they already.
Why are they not here?
Look, brother, they are here. You just don't see them. These
Because how can I see something?
This is the third.
My man, no problem. Let me say this and I'm going to shut up. I promise I'm going to get right back to you. I'm saying, I'm going to shut up. Just let me say this.
I understand your logic, but you're not understanding what we're trying to do.
I do, man. I'm telling you, I've been down this road. I do. I'm not a.
If you've been down this road,
Because I see West Indians, I see Haitians, I see Dominicans, I see blah 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 Cubans, I see Indians. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody from Senegal. I don't see nobody from Ghana.
What does that mean?
I don't see them. I'm saying what
would
y'all
listen
making
to
me
our gospel,
report.
as brothers over there have, and figure it out through the Holy Spirit, because we have people in Africa right now. How did they wake up?
Right.
How did they wake up?
Deception.
Oh, man.
It is deception. It's deception.
Deception puts you to sleep, bro.
No, it's many ways.
No,
No,
these
it's
brothers
no.
have been preaching for years.
A lot of people preach from years and they going to hell. Everybody say Lord, Lord, ain't going.
Oh, man.
It's an issue of faith. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you just don't, we don't believe the same thing. That's all.
No, but you know why? You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. No, that's not true.
Prophet said we're not going to agree on
You
it.
think we blind?
We should. We should. We
You
should.
think we're blind and we think you're blind.
Okay, just tell me how.
We're explaining it to you.
Well, first of all, we're using the Bible to say what we say.
A lot of people, Satan used the Bible. Satan used the Bible. So you telling me you're using the Bible? That's not convincing
So
me.
no matter what we say, you're going to say
That's,
something else.
no, it's not true.
Yes, it is.
I've said many times.
agreed and
It's
disagreed
on
with
camera. I've
that.
said many times. I agree with that. I agree with that. So just talk to me about I don't agree on certain stuff.
The things that you don't agree on, we're not going to agree on. It's just that simple. It's okay. That's okay.
Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 33, I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. So the Heavenly Father has us, whereas in the last days there's going to be opposition. There's going to be opposition because there's going to be a truth, and there's going to be a lie.
Exactly.
Right? So,
And I'm saying this a lot.
so if you said it's a lie,
Yeah.
right? That's what you said, cool. We believe it's the truth.
Right. We got to stop believing and start checking.
You should have an answer for us.
I do. I've answered. You ain't listening.
Who are the 12 tribes of Israel?
And
Who's Benjamin?
Thank you. Here, let me answer.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me answer. And I'm saying simply, we cannot know who.
So you don't know.
You ain't even let me finish. You just let me finish the sentence. You can say whatever you want. I'm gonna shut up. When you talk, I shut up.
Go ahead.
Thank you, bro.
Who's Benjamin?
I'm answering you. I'm answering you.
Benjamin?
I'm
Go ahead.
answering
Go
you.
ahead.
Let me answer. Is it true in the Bible that he said about the weeds and the wheat, when he come back, he gonna separate them, right? We have no idea what tribe we belong to until he comes back.
You have no idea.
We don't. Show me.
You have no idea.
Show me. You don't gotta keep whispering. Have I lied about something?
We're the children of Yahweh.
Have I lied about something? Have I lied about
This
something?
is Romans chapter 8, verse
You can't talk.
16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit. Everything will be done through the Spirit at the end of the day. And the Spirit frustrates people.
Is this spirit?
Yes, because it's written in the Scriptures.
This is spirit.
It's said in Ezekiel the 37th chapter, because what is the Spirit? What does it mean by the Spirit? We're fulfilling
Many
what's written.
spirits. It's many spirits.
Man, come on, man. We're
It's not. It's
fulfilling
many.
what's-
Listen
we're
to me.
talking about
Listen to me, bro.
the
Listen to me.
Scriptures.
Listen to me. Remember when I told you?
There's one faith, one baptism.
No problem.
Right.
No problem.
There's
Listen,
many
remember-
gods, all of that.
remember earlier when I
God
told
of
you-
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob gave us a record. He gave us an understanding of what would happen.
Remember
Right. Within the understanding of what would happen, Ezekiel the 37th chapter, it said that we would have a sign that our people will walk up and ask about. Inquire. It's written there. So through the Spirit, we're fulfilling that.
That's right.
And that's what we believe. That's our faith. You don't have that faith.
What faith is that?
Our faith is in what we're doing. We're fulfilling prophecy.
And
What's
just like we
Go
told
ahead.
you in Genesis 49th chapter, when Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel,
Ezekiel 44
was prophesying over his 12 sons, he was saying what would befall them in the last days.
Right.
And through the Spirit, those determining factors,
Isaiah 44.
he said, okay, these things have happened to our people, and this is where they chiefly rest. This is where they chiefly are. And
When you say chief God, you're talking about here in this atmosphere.
The bulk of our people are in North Central and South America. The bulk of the Israelites are rested there. Are they scattered in other nations? Yes. I agree with you on that. But when you go into Genesis the 49th chapter, how we determine through the Spirit, whether you might not believe it, we believe.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening. Go ahead.
As we go down those prophecies, we say, oh wow, that links with this, that links with that. And that's how the 12 tribe signs
Okay.
got compiled and put together.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Okay?
Right, one of the
The
scriptures.
scriptures talk about Gad, for example.
No problem. That's where I'm going.
It said his truth shall
I'm finna get a report back to you. Let me say one quick thing. One of the things you talk about in the scriptures, when you talk about Haitians and Dominicans, in one scripture we talk about how the brothers are on something that's going to be, they're going to be right by each other fighting, right? But we had those same brothers doing that in countries all across the earth. That's right beside each other, boarding each other, that's fighting each other.
talking about how Levi and Simeon.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You guys talk.
Let me get this scripture real quick. Go ahead.
Isaiah 44:1, yet now hear, O Jacob my servant, and Israel whom I have chosen.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty.
I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. Now the water is ultimately what? The word. The scriptures say, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. And that's the thing. The Lord said he will raise up prophets. And primarily the prophets would be, the bulk of the prophets would be in Babylon. And that's ultimately how the word would be spread. And through the word going out alone, the elect will be together. I'm not finished.
But just tell me where that point is. Just go slow with me. When you said the bulk of the prophets will be over here.
Let's get Jeremiah. Go ahead.
For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and flood.
As a matter of fact, Ezekiel the 37th chapter, where's the valley of dry bones?
I don't know.
It's America. That's where the Great Awakening would be at the forefront of the Great Awakening would be Babylon the Great.
I don't disagree with that.
Go ahead.
Continuing on in verse Isaiah 44:3, and floods upon the dry ground.
Like why didn't he say the valley of dry bones and all the way over here? No, the focus of prophecy was the valley of dry bones was Babylon, because that's where the great judgment for both southern, northern, and southern kingdom happened. But go ahead, brother.
It says, I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring.
I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. Meaning, Jacob, don't trip. In the latter days, your offspring are going to wake up through the spirit. Okay? Go ahead.
And they shall spring up as among the grass and willows by the water.
And you are part of that. All of these brothers are a part of this very prophecy. Why? Because you are springing up in the latter days, standing on your feet. Now, some of us got the truth, some of us don't. That's going to have to be determined by the angels, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5, one shall say, I am the Lord Yahweh.
Right, one shall say, I am the Lord Yahweh. Turning away from the different nationalities that we were calling ourselves, black, all of these different, we're going to say, look, I belong to Yahweh. Go ahead.
And another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
That would happen through the Spirit. This whole process takes place through the Heavenly Father in Revelation 11, sending down the Holy Spirit. It gives us the understanding. Right. We didn't just make these things up on our own. We're saying we're guided through the Holy Spirit to do these things. Now, I understand taking that stance is offensive to some. It's like, how the hell you know? Who are you? Hey, it's a mystery. The problem of
the nature of the salvation of Israel was always said to be a mystery because we were so broken. And just like the scattering itself is such a dynamic thing, it'll blow your mind. Like, how we ever gonna come back? But the Most High had already determined what was going to happen. That the captivity, the transatlantic slave trade, the conquistadors doing what they was doing, all of that was meant for us to come back together at some time because we were going to have to serve those curses.
That's right. Revelation 11 and 8.
In the book of Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, it says, after the blessings and these curses, then you're going to look on these things and know, man, that's why when you read, if you read, you're going to go on slavery and ship in Egypt again. If you have got two brain cells in your head spinning around, you're going to be like, who went on slave ship? Who went in slavery on ship? Only one group of people.
Okay. Yeah, I don't disagree with none of that.
Go ahead. Revelation 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
What's the great city? Babylon the Great. Now, he could have said, and everywhere else. He could have made, you can make that argument all throughout the scripture. Well, wait a minute, does this leave out the people who died, who's in the dead state in Africa? It doesn't. It doesn't.
You can't put those two things together.
Which spiritually,
no. Yes, it is. You're saying that he's leaving the people that are over there, the Israelites that are scattered are being left out. Well, we're telling you they're waking up, but it's through the Spirit. They're waking up to who they are.
Listen, I don't disagree with that. I'm simply just saying.
The Lord even spoke.
Yeah, but I'm just go ahead.
The Lord even spoke of having sheep of another fold.
Right.
See, he's talking about the rest of the tribes. the rest, these tribes are scattered all over the world. Because we talking about Babylon the Great and the word being preached in Babylon the Great and being scattered and being preached throughout all four corners of the earth. It's to these people in those areas.
They are.
That's it.
Whoa, that's where you guys use.
The bulk of
Slow
the
down,
tribes.
go slow. You don't gotta
slow.
speak.
But
don't go with what he just said.
I'm reinforcing what he said.
Go ahead.
The bulk of the tribes are here.
But that's where they're going to
The
primarily
bulk
be preaching.
of the Judites
Right.
got brought in slavery on slave ships.
Okay, can I speak?
The bulk of the
I heard.
of the tribes of Judah,
I heard.
the southern kingdom,
I heard.
are over here. The bulk of the tribes
Can I
are
answer?
here.
Can I
That's
answer?
the focus.
Can I answer?
There's no question.
It is.
Go to Revelation 11.
I can't answer.
You know?
This is back in the book of
Because
Revelation.
ultimately, you should just go teach what you believe.
It's not teach. I'm asking questions, bro. Man,
I know,
me and him started talking.
No, I understand.
Have patience with me.
I do.
So,
I'm not
can
screaming.
I-
but
I ain't
ultimately,
tell you what.
you should really, what you believe, you should go confess it. Because
It
it
said
seems like
we
you have
supposed to, no, it said we supposed to come together and reason together, right?
and we are doing that.
Okay,
We're doing that. But this is the thing. We're never going to make you believe what we believe. So
It's not about
the bottom
belief.
line is you should go teach what you believe. Do you do that?
Depends on what you mean. I mean, everywhere I walk,
Because
everywhere you at,
the
everywhere
Lord
you
said
at.
the answer would be here in the latter days. According to prophecy, the answer, the truth, the 100% truth, the new song will be sung. Where is it? If you saying you got it, you got to go sing it.
You didn't hear me say nothing. I'm just asking questions. I didn't
You
make a
saying
claim.
that what, dude?
I didn't make
You
a
saying
claim like that.
Go ahead.
Real quickly. This is 1 John 2:20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things.
Right. The Lord is going to set up prophets in the latter days that are going to know all. They're going to give you the answer. Where are they? Now, you say you watch this camp, that camp, and pretty much there's particular things about everybody that conflicts you. What I'm telling you through the Spirit is you should go teach what you believe and confess it. You know?
Revelation 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right.
And they of the people and kindreds and
And this is
tongues.
that
Can you read that
spiritual
again? I'm sorry. Read that again.
Yep, I'll read it, Lord. Revelation 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Now, the precept to that is he that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. This is speaking of the Israelites in the dead state. Here in the spiritual Sodom and Egypt.
But that's talking about America, right? When he said,
Spiritually, Sodom and Egypt. What do you think that is? Spiritually, Sodom, that great city, which spiritually is.
yeah, I know. I know. I'm over here. Yeah, I'm not agreeing. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay,
no,
cool.
not at all.
We just saying.
If I could just make a quick point to land back off what the elders just said, the financing of the downfall of the minds of the Israelites chiefly was here. So the truth would spring. Listen, the truth would spring out of Babylon, where the prophets would be risen up, whereas the rest of the nation, which are scattered, would hear and say, you know what, this word resonates. What they saying is the truth. I believe that. Because what? They're Israelites that believe. But where did the truth come out of them? It started to come out in the last days here in America. That's what happened. You continue, go ahead.
Revelation 11 verse 9, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall feed their dead bodies 3 days and in half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right, the nations basically mocked us. This is pretty much when we were dead, totally detached. We didn't have no answer from the Holy Spirit. There was nothing. We were just getting our asses beat. We were being judged.
Right.
Right? But after 3 days and a half, now when did this truth primarily get to kicking in the earth? Around what, 1970? When you have a man by the name of Abba Bivens, right? Who ultimately, at that time, everybody was teaching the Torah. He brought the understanding of the new covenant.
What about Nate Turner?
Huh?
What about Nate Turner?
Nat Turner?
Yeah, Nat Turner. What about Nat Turner?
What about him?
Well, you said it only came in 7. Nat Turner, when he was reading the Bible.
I'm talking about when it blew up.
Okay.
When the Israelites, because
I got you.
the scriptures say John the Baptist would have to do what? Stand up and turn the hearts of the father to the children and the hearts of the children to the father. That man would have to come and do that before this word would get to where we are now before we're going to get delivered. That's according to prophecy. Malachi 4th chapter. And it tells you Elijah, I'm going to send, before that great day, I'm going to send you Elijah the prophet. He came. Now, we believe that through faith. You may be like, y'all niggas are crazy.
No, I'm just right.
But we believe that through faith.
So when you say Elijah the prophet, you saying that
he came.
You talking about in 76 or something else?
Huh?
You talking about Elijah the prophet literally in the Bible?
Yeah,
or
he came.
76?
The spirit of Elijah came.
Okay.
It was on the earth.
Yeah,
He was born as a man. All right, go ahead.
Revelation 11 verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another.
And that's the slave trade. Basically, they made money off of our ignorance and us being in a dead state. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. And they celebrate it. That's why so all the monuments, they glorify the conquest of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
And it enriched America and put it at the forefront of the world, but all the other nations benefited off of it as well. Now they're locked in agreement when you read about the beast. Okay? This beast system, that the whore that rideth upon the beast, the mystery Babylon, controls. Go ahead, Jim.
Revelation 11 and 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
When Israel was in their right state of mind, there's history of it. David. Yep. When David had the throne, he was putting the heathen in, he subdued the heathen. So these heathen know, like, to see us in this dead state, they're like, yes. That's why this whole system, which is the system of Edomite supremacy. Within it, you may have a few other nations who got something going on, but overall, Esau's word is final on this earth right now. All right? They made money off of us. And this whole system is geared towards Jacob being ensnared and rebelling against the Most High. That's right. They finally got us. They clapped their hand like, yes, but something would happen in prophecy, which is what's happening now. Go ahead.
Revelation 11, continuing on in verse 11, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them.
The spirit of life from God entered into them now, Ezekiel 37 chapter, because that's what he's quoting. He's seeing the same thing Ezekiel saw would take place with the Israelites in the valley of dry bones, which is America. The primary focus of prophecy is the Israelites, period, but where they would wake up in the latter days and where everything would be focused on is this northwestern hemisphere.
That's right.
Primarily Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
It says, from God the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them.
And we're standing on our feet. And it all started with what? The Spirit of the Lord from on high. That's where the understanding comes from. He gives it to particular men. Get that, Amos? Yep. Surely the Lord will do nothing. Real quick.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7. And it reads, it says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
So somebody knows. Somebody got the understanding.
I agree with that.
It's just like when the Lord asked when Peter said, you are the Messiah.
Right.
He said, the Spirit has revealed unto you, not flesh and blood.
Right.
You see? So we hold fast to that. You know what I'm saying? The Spirit reveals things to us. Because when you look up the word, mysterion, it goes into how the Lord reveals things to men and not others.
Right.
You don't reveal your secrets to everybody. You
Right.
reveal your secrets to who you want to know them.
Right.
You see?
Right.
So that's what we're holding on to, you know?
Right. And we believe within the secrets, within what the Lord gave us, he gave us this chart.
That's right.
Now, there's a lot of people but the thing is, people will say, well, they are the Israelites. We agree that the people on this side are the Israelites, but then they'll make a fuss and say, but you don't know who they are. No, you don't know.
No, we can't say.
No, you can't say.
Let me finish. We can't say, oh, you in that tribe.
No,
you in that tribe.
You believe, that's your belief.
No, that's biblical.
According to what we believe. Where is it at?
Let me add,
Okay.
thank you for answering that
Where is
question.
that at?
Show me anywhere that says, let's take some, let's take some Peruvians. Show me in the Bible where they say the Peruvians are part of this tribe.
It's by the Spirit.
You just put my point.
So to get the
Those words, first of all, that word Peruvian didn't even exist.
You know I know all this. We don't have to keep doing all that. We don't have to keep doing all that. I'm choosing that word for a reason. You want me to go and look up here and say, okay, let me find Peruvian? Come on, man.
It's characteristics of these people
that you can tell through the Spirit.
Thank you for saying that. And that's what I'm saying. And
so
that's why,
hold on. Let me finish. So it's not going, you're not going to look in the Bible and say, these people are Peruvian.
I know.
It's a spirit thing.
I agree.
So now, America in the Bible.
I agree.
So what are you? So now you can say.
So that's why I'm saying we need to stop this. I agree.
So because
you agree with me?
Because it don't say America in the Bible, we can't determine that Babylon the Great is America.
No. We talk
No.
I'm answering you, bro. Off of what he just said about characteristics. I ain't trying to change nothing.
Listen,
I'm on the same point.
No,
When you just said about
America is not in the Bible. The word Peruvian is not in the Bible. The word America is not in the Bible.
I know.
So we can't.
But he just said about characteristics we're gonna know. Then you just say it. Thank you. So why you cut me off?
I'm not cutting you off. I'm making a point because your point.
That's the definition of cutting me off. When as soon as I spoke, you started
talking. You need to be cut off. Listen.
So now you cut me off.
Okay, it's
Go
okay.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is this: if you're saying, "Oh, the word Peruvian is not in the Bible," so we can't say that those are those people.
I'm not saying that. You're making arguments that I'm not saying. I was talking about what let me speak. I'm talking about what my brother right here just said about we're gonna know people by the characteristics, right? And I'm simply saying that we have brothers that's in side by side countries that's doing the same thing that Haitians and Dominicans doing. They're doing the same thing that Brazilians and El Salvadorian people are doing. They're doing the exact same thing. Right. So that characteristic that you was talking about, we can find that amongst other brothers scattered everywhere. That's all I'm saying. If I said something wrong,
you're not saying nothing wrong. But the thing is, the bulk is here. But we're still dealing with the rest of the planet.
Prophecy is centered here.
So if I said something wrong?
No. Check me out, though.
Go ahead.
You're not saying nothing wrong, but what needs to be understood, you have a bulk. I was like, even during the time when the Lord was on the scene. When the Lord was on the scene, he was in a certain area, and the word trickled out. That's all we're saying. So you agree.
I do.
But that's what I'm saying. You're saying that we can't use this sign. Now, when you use this
I
sign.
you can't use it.
You said it's a half-truth.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, he said it right.
You said it's a half-truth.
Right.
Is it enough truth to spark this conversation?
Yes.
So that we can go in the scripture and flush it out?
Yes.
Then that's what it's used for.
Okay, then.
That's what
I can accept that.
We believe that part of the 100% truth.
I can accept that. See how you said that wasn't that simple? I can accept that. So you're not.
That's what Cap was saying. All of us are saying the same thing.
Well, you said it the best.
What's the mark of the beast? What's the mark of the beast?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Go ahead. What was the point? What was the point of asking me?
I just wanted to know what you thought it was.
Tell me. Don't you gonna leave me hungry?
Well,
where the sign at?
Somebody get him the sign.
Turn that one around. But it's funny. I was listening to the dude Epic Economy.
Right.
Today, right. And so he's talking about the shortages that's happening because the supply chain has been all thrown off.
Oh man, you said Sarnetta. Hey, Sarnetta. Oh, hold on, Sarnetta, come here, cuz. Hey, listen to this. I want to ask y'all a question. No, because he said something. Listen, he said something. I watched you a lot, Sarnetta. He said something. I want y'all to answer this right now. You remember you said it was about contradictions in the Bible about the food, and you said it was one thing you said. I forgot the dude you was on there.
Well, Sarnetta knows the market.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I want to ask. I want y'all to answer this. My man, this is for y'all to answer. He said that you said in the Bible that God said that all foods are clean. Remember when you said I forgot to blow your tongue. Say what you said. I want them to answer that.
Well, I don't know about heart.
But there was you said it was a contradiction about eating all foods are clean.
The Old Testament say that is you can't eat everything. But the New Testament say it's all right to eat anything.
No, it don't.
Anything that lives.
No. That ain't what the Old Testament talking about.
Okay, it says eat every living thing that crawls.
All foods are clean.
It don't say that in the scriptures, brother.
But you got to understand what they're talking about. You may be talking about the story of Cornelius.
I think that's what he's talking about.
Right, but that was talking about.
He wasn't. He just forgot what he said.
That's
not. He went from the Old Testament.
Is this GMS?
It's in Genesis.
Yes.
So did GMS.
Shout out to GMS. GMS is where the real truth is at, man. For real. I fuck
But
with
you don't
GMS.
agree with that, though.
No, I fuck with
You don't agree with that. You can't say it's the real truth. He said he disagreed with y'all, and then he goes turn around and say it's the real truth.
The word is. You just happy to see.
Come on now.
You see a celebrity.
We got him right or wrong. He ain't being real right now.
Hey, he got starstruck when he saw
Yeah, forgot, man.
What are we dealing with? You want to deal with that whole food thing?
But I got it all
Oh,
over.
yeah, we can. I thought we were going to go into Mark.
Yeah, get it.
You got it.
I wanted
you
to
over
open
here
up. I
battling?
wanted to open up and kind of lead into that
Trying to,
because
I don't think it's
right now you got piles
All of
and
it.
piles and piles of shipping containers off the West Coast, and what it's leading to is backlogs and shortages and kind of
I
like.
literally, hold up, I had a vision that this was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, I had a vision that exactly what is happening is going to happen.
I
had that vision.
So you got these shortages happening amongst these mandates, and what they're doing is they're merging. And we told y'all it's not about the taking the jab; it's about the systems that were going to be implemented around the jab.
Right.
And this is what the short-sightedness of these other Israelite groups don't. Because they're not spiritually discerned.
right.
Now, what they're starting to do is, as inflation increases, y'all see the gas prices. What's the gas prices in New York right now, Sonetta? Excuse me? What's the gas prices right now in New York?
Oh, they high.
They crazy.
$8 a gallon, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they high.
Hey, you hear that? $8 a gallon.
I'm joking.
Bro, over in Cali, it's
Man,
like
Europe is pretty bad.
over in Cali, it's like $6-7. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was similar in New York like that. You know? So, and as transportation and everything like that continue to get clogged up, they're going to start to say, hey, we need the government to come in and regulate how you get your food. Just like they need the government to come in and regulate how you talk on social media.
Right.
Just like they're going to come and say, we need the government and regulate how you do your banking in certain types of ways. The private and public sector are being merged together. And it's all a part of the rise of this MOB, okay? Right. And we read about it says he caused it all. The causes part is policy, transition, all of these conjurings.
Right, because this is the thing, you got people saying it's just a philosophy, the MOB, the MOTB. According to the Bible, the mark of the beast, we're just going to say it. Now, we know they've been taking our videos down, but they're saying it's a mere philosophy, all right? But now we're living in a time where, okay, that needs to be explained and expounded upon, because this world is moving towards what? They're moving. They're trying to put their stamp on the earth.
That's right.
Right now,
they are stamping it.
They are stamping it. But the final thing, according with John the Revelator saw on the Isle of Patmos, he saw them issue forth a particular thing that would control and dictate how buying and selling happen on the planet Earth, and that's what you see being formulated. That's what he's going into right now.
Right, and it's all, and they're utilizing the Vanessa, the jab, in order to justify the systems of control.
Right.
Okay. Read that, Bobby Bashar.
Because the bottom line, the thing is, where are we according to prophecy, and what's next?
Right.
How the hell are we going to get out of this situation?
Let me ask y'all this: What the Bible said, "Come out of her, my people." Why we don't hear nobody talk about come out of her?
That's spiritually. That's spiritual.
Whoa.
Now come out of her.
That's not spiritual.
No. Hold on. No. You're right. You're right.
Go ahead.
Revelation, the 18th chapter, is when it says come out. That's talking about when he delivered us up out of here.
So you don't think it's a call for us to get up out of here?
No. Now, if you want to, you can.
So when they say come up out of her, my people, that don't mean
delivered out of Babylon.
Huh?
The scriptures say that the Israelites are going to be delivered out of Babylon.
Yeah, them just coming out. That's what
We're not going to deliver ourselves. The Lord is.
So
it
don't say come out. When they say come out, it
about,
don't mean come out physically. That's what y'all telling me?
When the scriptures talk about us being caught up with the Lord.
I'm not talking about caught up, bro. You know exactly what scripture I'm talking about.
Revelation 18. Somebody get Revelation 18 real quick.
They said come out, right?
Right.
So y'all telling me that don't mean physically?
Finish Revelation 11 real quick. Go back to Revelation 11, because after that 3 days and a half, what would happen?
Revelation 11.
Real quick.
Revelation 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High God entered into them.
Which is why we're all here. Go ahead.
And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Right.
And their enemies beheld.
So after we woke up,
where are you reading from?
Revelation 11, after we wake up,
11,
the final the final thing that's going to happen is the Lord's going to send His Son back, and He's going to call us up. Okay, and that's now. There are scriptures speaking
of
come out of her, my
that's
people.
the same thing. That's the same scripture.
No, but we're gonna. That was a precept.
No, come to that.
Revelation, the 18th chapter.
Revelation 18. Revelation chapter 18. I'm gonna start at verse 2 and jump down. Right. It says, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, in the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin.
Right.
Okay, stop.
Because Babylon's going to be destroyed. Synonymous with Babylon's destruction is us getting called up out of here.
But they don't say called up. They say it's come out.
Listen. When we just read verse 2, it says Babylon is going to be the cage of every unclean spirit, every unhateful bird, every hateful bird. Right. That's synonymous with Isaiah the 34th chapter, Isaiah 13, which goes into the destruction of Babylon. So when the destruction comes up, come out of her, my people, so that you are not partaker of her plague. What's the plague?
But there are stop. Hold on. Go slow with me. Go slow. Right. So you saying about the plagues, right? It says it's the habitation of all the plagues over here, right?
No. I just said it says that you are not partaker of her plague.
Yes, that means all the sins and all the evil stuff we're doing, we over here with it. Yes or no?
The plagues, right? It says that you are not partaker of her plague. When you read in Zechariah the 14th chapter, it tells you that the people's tongue is going to burn out their mouth, the eyes shall melt out their sockets. This is the plague that shall happen unto them. The plague are the missiles.
Man, listen to me. Listen to me. I've heard that. I'm talking about it says come out. It says come out.
So how are we going to escape? We just
how are we going to escape? We don't have planes. We don't have boats. We can't escape. Where in that scripture?
When are you leaving?
Listen to me, bro.
When are you going to leave, bro?
Listen to me.
Why are you still here then?
Can I answer the question? You asked me a question. Can I answer the question?
Man, there's too many questions.
But
we got to get to the
I can't ask no questions. So you don't want to leave me. Y'all want to leave me home.
Look, the scriptures.
I asked you a simple question, but y'all not answering the question. I'm saying that it says right there clearly. It says, "Come out of her, my people." And then hold on. And then y'all talking about being called up. It says, "Come out," not called up. Out and up is two different things.
Isaiah 52.
I'm crazy. Did I lie?
Isaiah 52 and 11. Depart ye, go ye out from thence. Touch no unclean thing. Now the departing is spiritual as well, repenting and turning from the ways of Babylon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what this is talking about. Does that mean leave? It says depart ye, go ye out from thence, touch no unclean thing, go ye out of the midst of her, be ye clean that bear the vessels of the Lord. Yeah. For ye shall not go out with haste, nor by flight. For the Lord will go before you, and the God of Israel will be your rewarder. Right. Right. So our thing ain't Isaiah the 52nd chapter. Our thing ain't delivering ourselves up out of here. Now, if you're not in this truth, you may be wise to get the hell out of America. Right? But the scriptures say we will go to Babylon and there we will be delivered. That's in the book of Micah, the 4th chapter. Yep. We will come over here. The great deliverance, as we just read, will be in the land of the north. Right. Jeremiah, the 16th chapter. Yeah. I mean, let's get it again, real quick. Let's get it in cloud.
Y'all gonna crack the cloud? Hey, I have a question.
Right. Real quick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, real quick.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Now, how would they be delivered out of the land of the north if they all left? They're going to be there. They're going to be there. Now, you may have some people who flee, but you can flee and be a demon, and you flee to Europe or wherever you go and be destroyed still.
Right.
True.
And if you have
understanding,
those chariots was there when they first left Egypt, and that's what guided them into the wilderness.
So y'all basically telling me, or y'all saying that the word is saying when it says come out, it doesn't mean literally come out.
It's twofold. We're going to be brought up out of here, all right, and spiritually taking your spirit out of Babylon, touching no unclean thing, repenting, putting down the ways of evil. Right? That's how you flee. Like it says in 1 Corinthians the 6th chapter, flee fornication.
Yeah.
How do you mean you run? Run, you see
I don't have to put on some track shoes. I ran.
Right, but spiritually you did run.
I ran spiritually and physically.
I got a precept. This is 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. I'm going to start at verse 14 and read down quickly. It says, For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so, them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. Right? For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep, people who died in the faith. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first, meaning they're going to come into their spiritual body. Then we, which are alive and remain, shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
Now, Kemet will say that sounds bugged out, but then they believe in a God that busts the whole creation into existence.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just throw that out there for y'all. Mock it. I know y'all talking shit on the comments, but go ahead.
No, but that was the point on that.
Right.
We're going to be caught together with the Lord in the air in that time, and we're going to be delivered out of Babylon.
Because how are we going to get out of this situation?
Right.
Literally, for people who scoff against this, how are we going to get out of this situation? Coming together and getting the bank. Who face going to be on the money? Polite?
Oh, yeah.
No. Well, how are we going to get out of the situation? You got to be honest about what's happening around you now. As the elder was going into, right now, there's going to come a point where they're going to ration your food unto you. They're going to look. What's happening around you is prophetic. The scriptures talks about everything that's happening right now. John the Revelator saw this very thing that's happening on the planet Earth, all of this technology, what they're getting ready to issue forth in the scriptures, and we're out here to tell you.
Right.
Now, if you don't believe it, you would have to give an understanding according to what you believe to explain everything that's happening around you. It got to be, because it needs to be understood. It needs to be told. Because this devil is going to go in.
Yeah, these so-called Negroes, like these Americans, are in a bad spot here.
Yes.
And they're planning on, you notice.
So the white people not in a bad spot.
When
the Mexicans not in a bad spot. The Japanese not in a bad spot.
Yeah.
So quit saying, we need to quit saying it's just
but we're
the
talking
blacks
to
and
our people. You go.
Who is our people?
Hold on. When you
Who
go
is
teach
our
your
people?
doctrine, you
Our
teach
people
something.
is everybody who believes in the Creator. Yes or no? That's a lie?
Revelation
We're here for the
13 to
Israelites,
11. Go ahead, Sam. And I
Did
beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right. Another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns, and that two horns, and we see it in that semblance of their power within their political parties.
Right. Because this is nothing but a revival of the ancient Roman Empire.
Right.
That's all America is. It's a revival of the ancient Greco-Roman system, and that's what you see happening all around you. They're trying to establish that, and that's what that's talking about.
Yeah, like the plebeians and patricians.
Right.
You know, you had different classes, and out of those different classes, we created parties that you could use to manipulate the people.
Right.
Go ahead, Cham.
And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
That first Roman entity, right? The hype was called Pax Romana.
The Western Roman Empire.
Pax Romana means Roman peace. That's what when once they came and conquered and they spread and they took down the barbarian hordes, they created the common markets that fed into the beast system. It was an extremely powerful empire from the time of Augustus going into Tiberius, so on and so forth. Okay, go ahead, and that's why it's romanticized.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
And causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Now, how they did it was through the teaching of the Renaissance period.
Right.
Well, during the time of the Renaissance period, these classical teachings were established, and now those same classical teachings are forced down your throat in the West.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead, Channel.
And it says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth.
Yeah. So when you had NATO come together, what did they start doing? They started to really move forward with putting everybody underneath this American Edomite hegemonic power state. And so if you didn't comply with the industries that they wanted to control, NATO would come and tear you up. And they would put sanctions on you, set up political coups. That's what happened all across the world. And now it's a major threat. Hold. Go ahead.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, said to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
You got to preach that. Go ahead.
It's
the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 5 and 6. The Yahweh has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered.
We talk about how Esau's blessing was the sword, his military prowess. And that's how he was able to basically suck down all the different powers of the earth. You can read about that. We might get it later in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter here.
Right.
Okay?
Right. And you were talking about the image of the beast. The image of the beast ain't no picture of white Jesus.
No.
The image of the beast goes into the power structure of this earth, how ultimately Rome lives through America. What is an image? Something you see.
Yep.
What you see happening, you have a Senate, okay? You have the Colosseums, okay?
Gladiatorial events.
Right. The democracy, all of these things go back to the Greco-Roman system. That's how the image of the beast is speaking and living today. It's not just merely through a picture of white Jesus as you have particular camps teach.
Also understood, it's kind of like the wine of the wrath of fornication. Right. All of these things are leading into people worship this place, man.
Right.
They worship this place. It's an emblem and ideal in people's mind of freedom, riches, opportunity, prosperity, life, liberty, you know.
Within a year and a half, they've been able to make a new God in the form of this thing. What's up?
All right, I'm checking out your sign right here. And the one right there, you got the mark of the beast, the RFID, the RFID. So I'm asking you, would it be fair to say that the RFID chip will be in the jab? And if so, how?
In the jab. I don't know if it's going to be in the jab, like specifically, like you get the jab and now you have the mark of the beast.
Right.
I don't know.
You don't think they got the mark of the beast chip?
I think the systems. What we should tell people mainly is think about the levels of control that they put around the jab. Now you can't go here, you can't do this, and the restrictions that come along with it. So these are some of the things described about in Revelation the 13th chapter that we're talking about. It's getting people
right, and it's really getting you into a system.
Right.
It's getting you to a system. You know, in order for me to work, in order for me to buy, in order for me to sell mentally, I got to do something. I got to take something.
Yeah.
Now it could. There are talks.
Would Esau do that?
Right.
Hell
there
yeah,
are talks of the D, the N, and the A.
Should the Israelites be taking the jab?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Stay away from it.
Okay. Absolutely
Don't
not. Hell
touch
no.
that thing, man.
Another way to look at your question, right? It would have to be some point to where they will say, oh, well, by the way, with this, you can buy or sell with it.
Right. But this is the thing.
You know what I'm
First
saying?
they started out with 1. Now it's 2.
Right.
Then it's boosted. At what point are you going to tell, like you got this dude Tazarian, at what point are you going to say, hey, you going to allow Israelites to just get themselves into this system? Pretty much it's going to be every week.
But
Do everybody have kids here? Do everybody have kids? Did all our kids get shots and stuff when they were born? None?
Well, you're talking about like the 80s and the 70s.
But this is the thing. Now we have the knowledge. Now we have the understanding.
Yeah. That's why we have to be born again, man. A lot of things that we did in ignorance, we have to be forgiven for, man.
Right.
You know? And now that we understand these scriptures and what this man is doing, you go and take that jab, you basically
Well, I got another question.
You bowing down, man.
I can't leave without asking this question, man. I've been battling the Hebrews, man. Yeah, I know that. I've been battling these Hebrews. I've been teaching them.
We know you're a secret disciple,
Now,
man.
I want to know about the rape in the Bible. I want to know about the rape in the Bible. Is there rape? Is there rape in the Bible?
We're going to break that down.
No, but first answer.
That's not a good question. That's not a good question.
No, listen.
It is rape in the Bible. It's everything in the Bible.
Right.
Go ahead.
Rape is
There
in
you
the
go.
Bible, but the whole...
See, that's what I'm saying.
No,
GMS teach the
better
truth,
question,
man.
no, but the
Go
better
ahead.
question, does the Creator
Brother, you
condone
need to go teach.
rape? Oh, my line. No, the better question is, does the Creator condone rape? The answer is no.
The New York Hebrews say ain't no rape in the Bible.
Rape is
That's
in
a
the
lie.
Bible. Somebody get Isaiah 13. Rape is in the
It's
Bible.
in the
Go ahead. Y'all hear that?
Let's go to
We gotta
Deuteronomy
grow
26.
up. A lot of these guys, you need to just grow the hell
Creator
up,
don't
man.
agree with that.
Right.
You too damn
Right.
big with these Oakleys on. Grow the hell up, man.
Right. Let's
All
get
this
it.
stuff is in the Bible.
Let's get the law. Because basically the bottom line is, what we teach is that the law on rape is a law on how you handle it if it happens.
All right.
Now, does rape happen?
Yes.
So the Bible gives you 3 outlines of how to handle the if rape happens. Now it happened, you may be mad,
Okay, how do we handle it? We got to take our emotions out of the situation. How is rape handled?
In biblical terms,
Right.
how is it managed?
How is it managed? Now, that's what we're going to go into. Somebody get...
How's it managed?
Step up, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter. I'm just going to get to the point. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is if a man find a damsel that is a virgin,
Right.
which is not betrothed,
If a man finds a damsel that is a virgin that is not betrothed, she's a virgin and she's not betrothed. Betrothed means engaged. Right, go ahead.
and lay hold on her,
Right.
and lie with her,
Uh-huh.
and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father.
No, brother. We got to get all three.
Go up.
Let's go up. Let's get every... We're going to go through the whole thing.
This is Deuteronomy 22. I'll just start at verse 22.
Right.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband,
Right.
then they shall both of them die.
Right. Why? Because she's married. If a man be found lying with a woman who is married, okay, both of them shall die because she already had a husband. In our custom, a woman was only supposed to deal with one man. Go ahead.
It says, both that man that lie with the woman and the woman,
Right.
so shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
Right.
If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband,
Uh-huh.
and a man find her in the city and lie with her,
Uh-huh.
then ye shall bring them both out into the gate of the city,
Uh-huh.
and ye shall stone them with stones that they die.
Right. She's married. They lay together. Both of them are going to be destroyed in this situation. Go ahead.
God, it says the damsel, because she cried not,
The damsel was supposed to cry out, I have a husband. I'm already, but what did the damsel do? She was like, hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. T, come on, T. Come in. Go ahead.
real, right? It says,
Rail. Yeah. Go ahead.
it says the damsel, because she cried not, because in the city,
Right.
and the man,
Just like you Israelites supposed to be crying out what this man trying to do to you. Go ahead.
right. It says because he has humbled his neighbor's wife, so shalt thou put away evil from among you.
Right.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field,
Betrothed. Remember, this one is betrothed, meaning she's already set up and promised to another man.
that word betrothed goes back,
Right.
brother put it on the comment board, goes back to being sold or bought.
Right.
She's a possession
Right.
of someone. She's been
belongs.
claimed.
Right.
You know?
Right. Hold up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It says here, but if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Then only the man dies. Why? Keep going.
I'm gonna read it.
Keep going.
Verse 26. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing.
Right.
There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
Why?
For as when a man riseth up against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter.
Uh-huh.
It says, for he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried.
She cried. So therefore only he dies. She cried out, I have a husband. She did the right thing, but he overtook her. Only he gets stoned. You want to read it?
Yeah, I want to read it. Now this is in the New Living Translation.
Right.
Deuteronomy 22 and 25.
And bride kidnapping goes on all over in Africa, all over. Look up, you weak people out there, look up bride kidnapping in the history of it. And it's still happening in Africa. How about that? Go ahead.
It says, but if the man meets the engaged woman out in the country and he rapes her,
Now, this is the thing. This is not the primary way to get a wife.
right.
The primary way to get a wife is that the father the father and the mother would go and get their son or their daughter. You would link. There was arranged marriages.
Yeah.
But
you're dealing with land, businesses, the merger of two
right,
houses.
because that's what a marriage is. It's a
Not
merger
just-
of houses.
I met Kiki at the club,
Right.
and we liked each other for 6 months. We got an apartment.
We gonna do
You
our
wanna
thing.
get married?
No, our
No.
mindset of relationships is so thrown off in this world.
Right.
No legacy mindset.
Right. Right. So this is just one way. This wasn't like Hebrew man every day and you just jump out of a tree and you chase that chick down the street. You know?
Yeah.
No.
Like,
This
get
is
out.
just rape if it happens.
I said, but check this out. It's a rape law in today's society.
Right.
What? You get a certain amount of jail time.
Right.
You get out. You got to do the sex offender thing.
Right.
That's to deter you from doing that.
Right.
It's a law.
Right.
The laws are put in place to handle things.
And to establish order.
Period. Point blank.
Because-
So if you know that you just take it and you got to pay her father, you got to keep her forever.
Right.
And if all you wanted was a piece of tail, you wouldn't have went that route.
Right.
You'd have
You
went it
wouldn't
paid. You see?
Right. Because basically it teaches order and we're gonna
Right.
get it. You break, you buy. You're not gonna just be able to lay with
Right.
my daughter like that.
Right.
No, you're gonna have to be a husband now. And that's what it's all about. Keep going though.
Got it.
Whatever you got.
I got you. Verse 25 again, Deuteronomy 22.
Are you reading the NLT?
Yes. I'm reading it. It says, but if the man meets the engaged woman out of the country and he rapes her, then only the man must die.
do nothing to the young woman. She has committed no crime worthy of death.
Right.
She is as innocent as a murder victim.
Right.
Since the man raped her out in the country, it must be assumed that she screamed, but there was no one there to rescue her.
Right. So she cried out. Now keep going. So you see, we went through the two instances, and the woman was betrothed. She was already promised. She was betrothed and married. Now keep going.
Verse 28, if a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her,
and lie with her,
and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
Now what do you get from that?
About if he raped her, then he got to pay for it.
Read that again.
God, Deuteronomy 22, verse
I want this
28.
brother to break it down.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin,
Because more women understand this than men.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
it says, which is not a virgin, which is Deuteronomy 22 and 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife.
Now break that down.
Well, I mean, basically, it's just saying if he take it, he got to pay for it, and he got to pay wages to the dad.
And you break your bond.
And
That's what you just said.
and he can't put that woman away.
Right. So why is it so hard for Tazar? What's I don't understand. What's the big deal? We're
Judges
not saying that.
chapter 20:21.
Right.
Read it.
Go to Judges chapter 20:21.
Right.
That's rape.
Right.
All right, there you
Oh,
go,
but
man.
it-
There you
but
go.
it-
Now,
look,
see,
now,
DMS
hold
is the
on,
truth,
this
y'all.
is the thing.
Telling you.
This is the
Come
thing.
on, Captain.
Rape-
Captain is watching right now.
Rape
Captain
is
in the
not the
building.
primary way to get a wife.
Right.
That
We
was
know
the
that.
situation
Yeah.
where it was like, damn, the sons of Benjamin were low.
And
Look,
then
we
don't
need to-
forget
we need
Lot's
to bring
daughters
this tribe
raped
back.
Lot.
Huh?
Lot's daughters raped Lot, didn't he?
No.
Lot's daughters didn't
Oh,
rape.
the Moabites.
Yes, right?
But it's not.
This is the thing.
That's not
The law on rape
justified,
is
though.
merely a law on how to handle it
Right.
if it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's not betrothed, promised to another man, if she's not married, then what? You got to pay the father a dowry. Now, if you are a man just looking for a piece of coochie walala, you would be like, I'm not. If you knew that law stood, if you knew that was the standard in the earth, you would most likely you would be like, nah,
I don't need all that.
I don't need
I
that.
can't afford all that.
I can't. I'm not gonna do that. That's all it is. Right, it's 50 shekels. Right, so you break, you buy. That's basically all it is. Hey, and it's like these dudes are infatuated with it to where it's brought up every week, but it's that simple.
Watch this. I'm telling him now. I don't know what y'all might say about it, but in Judges 20 and 21, the whole chapter,
I got it.
Right.
it was commissioned by by the Most High.
Right.
They was having a conversation with the
law
Most High.
justified it.
Thank you, man.
This law justified
Thank you,
it.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
But why did that happen? Like Nate said, it was an emergency.
Yeah.
Why did it happen?
Go ahead.
Because the sons of Benjamin were low, and we needed to bring back that tribe. So let's get it. And Judges. That's
One thing I want to you have to understand that maintaining land rights within the tribes was critical.
Right.
And when the nation is not represented as far as land rights, things could totally be thrown off. It would cause dysfunction amongst the nation as a whole.
Right.
So it was needful. We were like, hey man, we gotta get these men married up. We need some sons of Benjamin.
Right.
Okay. So here in Judges, the 21st chapter, is
And there's worse things in the Bible.
way worse.
Way worse.
I mean, I don't know what are you men so creamy and squeezy about this whole teaching that men every day just went around raping.
Right.
But there were instances where it happened.
They went in there, they killed the men, they killed the women, and they did what? They took the booty.
All nations did that.
That's what I'm saying.
All nations did that.
Oh,
That ain't just
there you go.
especially with these in the Bible. Especially if you talk about Africa. Shit. Go ahead.
Judges 21:15, and the people repented them for Benjamin, because that the Lord had made a breach in the tribes of Israel. Right. Then the elders of the congregation said, how shall we do for wives for them that remain, seeing the women are destroyed out of Benjamin?
Now, who is he asking that question to?
He's having to,
Right? The men of the Lord at that time.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
right? So they haven't counsel. The elders are coming together, the men, right? So it says, And they said there must be an inheritance for them that be escaped of Benjamin,
Right.
that a tribe be not destroyed out of Israel.
Right. That was the we got to take all of
For the
these.
sake of the
See,
nation.
people just hear sex and they lose all the. Oh my God.
Right, right.
There's more to it, man. Go ahead.
Howbeit, we may not give them wives of our daughters, for the children of Israel have sworn, saying, Cursed be he that giveth a wife to Benjamin. All right. Then they said, Behold, there is a feast of the Lord in Shiloh yearly in the place which is on the north side of Bethel, on the east side of the highway that goeth up from Bethel to Shechem, and on the south of Lebanon. Therefore, they commanded the children of Benjamin, saying, Go and lie in wait in the vineyard, and see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance in dances, then come ye out of the vineyard and catch you every man his wife of the daughters of Shiloh.
That's not rape. That is rape.
That is right, brother.
Catch. Listen. I'm gonna read. So what they sell out of the street, bro?
Right.
Hold on, bro. Listen. Please go slow. Because he's saying, from what I'm saying, he's saying. Listen, let's keep going. But go slow. Why you want to go past it if people don't get the whole thing? Just let me get it. Let's get the word catch. We're going to get it.
How many people out here, man? Come on now, don't be.
And did he say he'll go get one of them? If not, did he say he'll go get one of them? Did he say he'll go get one? I'm the one that's
Watch
wrong.
this, brother. Brother, watch this.
I don't get
Hold on for a minute. If I come into your house, kill you, kill your wife, and then take the little babies that's there, the girls that's there, and have my way with them, clean them up, shave their head, and then go inside of them when they stop mourning.
Which happens all over the
Is
world.
that rape, brother?
That's
Is
not
that
what,
rape?
That's not what it says.
Oh, man.
He
Come
said,
on.
listen, he said, tell the daughters to go out and dance, right? So you
like the Bible is the only truth.
No,
you
no,
can't act
I
like
agree
the
with
Bible
you.
is the
No,
only
you're
truth.
right. You're right.
No, that's not.
Taking the spoils and
go out
booty
and dance.
of another
We told
nation.
the girls to go out and dance.
But
It's like you sitting all the
keep
girls
reading
outside
that,
and we go out and catch them. We go out and holler at them.
We got the word catch. We got the word catch. Now the word catch in the Hebrew, I'm asking a question.
We're going to prove to you that. But we disagree about what Hebrew is. Y'all haven't even told what Hebrew is. So when you saying, oh, this word means this in Hebrew.
But you read the Bible.
Go ahead.
The word catch, it was translated to English from Hebrew and Greek.
I heard you, but I'm just saying.
So the word catch is katap, right? It says to catch, to seize, right? Now let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Somebody look up bride kidnapping too, real quick. Go ahead.
When a police officer arrests somebody and they hem them up on the wall and they slap the cuffs on the ground, are they being raped?
It's not rape.
Because really, rape just means to seize. It means to seize.
I'm just going by what we read.
Rape don't have nothing to do with sex, bro. They're being raped, according to the word. They're being seized. They're being taken. They're being detained.
Right.
When a woman is detained,
And she
being
forcefully
detained.
the sons of Benjamin came out the vineyard while they were dancing. And was forcibly taking some wives.
You don't hear nothing about forcibly.
Let's
You're
keep reading.
adding. You know, I don't see nothing about forcibly.
All right.
Right, but I don't see that here.
Judge, oh my goodness.
Well, maybe they wouldn't holler at him. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
But you just assume rape.
They have all the game in the world.
I don't
Judges 21 and 21. And see,
Bro, if you go to a club and it works, the
I'm finna go
girl
catch me
make
some girls.
eye contact with you,
That don't mean rape.
and you be like, look, you coming with me. You seized her. You coming with me. And I'm coming with you. You seized that woman.
Right. That's not rape.
Rape, see, when y'all think rape, y'all thinking of
Yeah,
man.
go ahead. Yeah, you're right.
Coming up
You're
on
right.
top, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Bitch,
That's exactly what I'm saying. You're right.
No,
Okay, yeah, you're right.
that's not what we're talking about.
Okay, I can say
It's just like gay
That's
and
why I'm
I
out.
think that's what we need to take a step back.
That's why I'm saying go slow.
We need to take a step back and understand when we say the word rape, we're meaning you're seizing and you're controlling something.
Right.
You're taking advantage of your authority in a situation and you're controlling it. You're seizing it. You know?
Hebrews 86:10. Hold up.
We'll get it.
Hebrews 86:10. It's called topics.
Pimping is no contact.
Go to topics. Hebrews 86:10, and it talks by force.
Right.
In
What
bold letters,
you
and
say?
it talks about by force.
The word
On what? What you say? Go to?
Go keep reading.
Hebrews
Go
86:10.
ahead. We're going to keep reading.
Judges 21.
In the blue letter, though. That's in the blue letter. And it talks by force.
From our videos.
There you go. You already know.
There you go. We know.
Yeah.
Judges 21:21. And see and behold, if the daughters of Shiloh come out to dance and dances, then come ye out of the vineyard and catch you every one his wife of the daughters of Shiloh.
You coming with me. It ain't that he coming off, he hitting her in the back of the head with a with a horn, with a baseball bat, drag off, the ram's horn. Pow! That ain't what we talking about. That's the white man's form of rape. We ain't talking about that. Yeah. We
So
saying,
how he's
look,
trying to frame the question is like we are
of course,
doing
because
that.
he's son at her.
Right.
You gotta get they've been talking about the rape.
We
thing for
live
so
right
long.
now too,
I know.
so the
They've been
people
talking
see
about that for so long. It's like, bro.
Right. I don't
It's
see
really
rape.
simple.
I don't
But
see what we call rape
Right,
in that scripture.
right. You ain't beating a woman up. You ain't kicking her in the face. You ain't knocking her teeth out. Who would want to lay with a woman who's bleeding?
Muslim, Muhammad.
Maybe so. Go ahead. That's his goddamn problem. Go ahead.
Man, y'all crazy. And go to the land of Benjamin. It says, and it shall be when their fathers or their brethren come unto us to complain.
Because they're going to be mad. Like, wait a minute. Hold up. Now, you got to understand the mindset of men in the ancient world, too. Because they always wanted to get their daughters married off early. So you may be mad, and they got a site called Women of the Ancient World. And it goes into the whole history. This is a different, that's another thing. You can't take the Western hemisphere mindset and read the Bible and think you're going to get an understanding of it.
So with the mindset is from who?
The East.
Who?
The
Black,
East.
black who?
The East. Ain't no black. The
It
East.
is black.
The East. There was a whole nother way of life, a whole nother mindset of men and women and children back then.
Yeah.
Can you help?
Still is over
Can you
there.
help me to understand Jeremiah 13, 22, 26?
If I can say this real quickly,
Okay.
we have a lens of people who have been oppressed. So when it comes to building certain nations, things, and nationalities, we squirm at certain things that people do in order to build civilizations. What we're talking about is nothing profound or crazy. It happens throughout civilizations. When you're conquering people, things like this happen. The Egyptians did it. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the old kingdom, the new kingdom, the middle kingdom, and the old kingdom, things of that nature. Well, what were they doing? They were conquering.
Everybody who conquered.
This is a part of conquering. That's it.
I got something for you.
So the focal point is the family of Benjamin needs an inheritance of this whole story. Y'all thinking more rape.
Yeah.
Coochie, la la la.
Help me understand Jeremiah 13,
Right.
22 to 26.
Yeah, I mean, there's some more. Now read that real quick.
This is bride kidnapping.
This is bride kidnapping. Read it.
Bride kidnapping also.
Because you people say, the Bible? Well, Africa. They doing it now in Africa. The whole term swept her off her feet goes back to an ancient custom where you would see a woman, you would sweep her off her feet, and you would go away for a honeymoon, a whole moon cycle, and that would be your woman. You would come back, that's your wife. But we're in the West, you think you got to, go ahead.
Bride kidnapping, also known as marriage by abduction or marriage by capture.
Right.
Thieves.
Right. Hey. Right.
Is a practice in which a man abducts a woman he wishes to marry.
Uh-huh.
Bride kidnapping, hence portmanteau kidnapping, has been practiced around the world throughout prehistory and history among peoples as diverse as Hmong in South Asia and Tazela in Mexico and Romani in Europe. Bride kidnapping still occurs in various parts of the world, but is most common in the Caucasus and Central Asia.
Right, right. It's still happening, and as you read the whole article, it's happening in all. Even the Laverian marriage that you mocked, that happens in Africa. The marriage where if your brother who has a land dies, you raise up seed to her. Now you mock that. That happens in Nigeria and different parts of Africa right now. Now you're thinking, damn, sex. But the purpose is you raise up a seed because your brother didn't have a son. You raise up a seed so that land can now be passed down through a lineage, a legacy. That's all about.
When he read that,
Let him get Jeremiah 13.
Hey, are you saying that's the same thing the Israelites are doing in the Bible when you read bride kidnapping?
It's similar. It's the same thing. Yeah, that's an ancient custom. We're reading about this is an ancient book. These are ancient ways. These things don't happen here in America. But I tell you this: if those laws that we read in the Bible were implemented in this earth, it would be better off. Way better. Society would be better off. And that's what we're going to implement. See, the kingdom of heaven is going to be the throne of David established on earth. Yes, The law, statutes, and
So
commandments.
why didn't the Messiah do that? Like when people got caught up with adultery, he didn't say go kill somebody.
Right, because Rome was ruling then. We're talking about when we're going to rule. The fourth beast had to rule, and the latter part of it had to rule. When we get a kingdom, what's gonna be the standard of the earth?
When we rule, is sin still gonna be on earth?
Yes, because the heathen are gonna be on the earth, and we're gonna teach them. That's the kingdom of heaven. The laws are gonna be the standard. Just like here, you got to stop at a stop sign. In our kingdom, you're not gonna be able to eat pork. The law, statutes, and commandments will be the standard of the earth, and we are gonna be the light to teach the heathen the ways of righteousness as we were set up to in the first place.
Right.
That's the kingdom of heaven. See, people think that now there is captivity for the heathen, but the bottom line is at the end of the day, yes.
It's nowhere in the Bible says it's going to be slaves.
Isaiah 14.
Just show
real
me.
quick. Isaiah, hold on.
You think I don't know the scripture? Y'all saying, I don't know the scripture. I know exactly what you're going to go to, and I'm saying it's going to say nowhere in there it's going to say there's slaves in heaven.
Right. It's going to be a kingdom. The throne of David is going to be established
Saying the day of the
with
Lord,
no slaves.
Right? Go ahead.
The throne of David is going to be established with no slaves.
Say it again.
The throne of David is going to be
I'm
established
talking
with no
about
slaves.
heaven. I said
Heaven is the throne of David.
Show me where.
Man, brother, you gotta.
Why I can't answer questions? I don't get it.
You tripping?
How am I tripping? I said there's going to be no slaves in heaven.
We're gonna deal with
Show
that.
me slaves in
We're
heaven.
gonna deal with that. Well, Sonetta, the great Sonetta had a question. What's your question?
Jeremiah 13, 22 to 6. 26.
Get that.
Let's see that. Jeremiah 13.
I'm gonna start up a little bit actually. Let's start at verse 20. Well, I'll start at verse 20.
Jeremiah 13,
I'll start at verse 20. Jeremiah chapter 13,
verse 22 to, all right, 20 to 26.
It says, lift up your eyes and behold them that come from the north. Start at 19. The cities of the south shall be shut up, and none shall open them. Judah shall be carried away captive. All of it shall be wholly carried away captive. Lift up your eyes and behold them that come from the north. Where is the flock that was given thee, thy beautiful flock? What wilt thou say when he shall punish thee? For thou hast taught them to be captains, and as chief over thee. Shall not sorrow take thee as a woman in travail? And if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good. Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Right. Therefore will I scatter them as the stubble that passes away by the wind of the wilderness.
What is that talking about?
Basically, Israel sinned. Us going off.
So isn't that rape? Isn't the Most High giving condoning rape by disobedience?
I don't understand.
Oh no.
What you know?
Okay. No,
Wait,
that's why I say help me to understand.
Okay, ask you a question. I don't understand what you mean.
All right, no. Yeah, it's in the chat. So I was just saying it from the chat.
Okay.
Someone's just asking about that.
Yeah, they were saying Jeremiah 13, 22 to 26, that the Most High or something like that is condoning rape for disobeying.
That's the thing. Somebody get Lamentations, the 5th chapter. They ravaged the daughters of Zion. Yeah, the Lord did allow the nations, because this is the thing.
Yeah.
Rape is happening right now. You got our women getting ravaged and destroyed, our men, little boys, all sorts of stuff is happening right now.
Right. And if you remember when we were reading in Judges, it says when those men complain, because there's a traditionary kind of customary way that marriage was kind of done and condoned. Right. To have your daughter seized is kind of like, wait man, hold up, what's going on here?
Right.
How are we gonna work this out?
Right.
Okay, so who are you? Like what's going on? So to have another nation come,
we got GMS in the building. GMS in the building, y'all.
Another nation come and lie with our women is like the lowest of the low, man.
Yep, even at the time of
in the
China,
chat,
like,
in the chat.
What's up?
GMS in the chat.
Oh, that's Shalom. Shalom.
Say what's up to your brothers, your elders, man.
Yeah. Shalom.
Yeah.
You want to
slaves in
Isaiah 14 chapter.
Okay, Isaiah 14.
Oh, yeah, I got to preach on that. Because you think of slavery and you think of this.
I'm thinking about everything that's in the Bible.
Right. You get Isaiah 14 chapter. You want me to start at the top about? Whatever you want.
Yes. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2. shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of possess them in the land of the Lord
Of the land of the Lord.
for servants and handmaids.
If you're going to be a king, doesn't every king have servants?
Go slow.
Right.
Where's the land of the Lord?
The kingdom of heaven.
Where does it say that at?
The
Can you
kingdom
say-
of heaven. The throne of David. First of all, the throne of David is the kingdom. The throne of David. After Solomon's sin, the kingdom rent. But what was Solomon doing? For 40 years, he established the throne of David.
Yeah, it's going to be maintained chiefly out of Jerusalem in the land of Israel.
Right.
That's where we're going to dominate from.
Right.
But the whole inheritance of the earth was promised to the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to be headquartered in Jerusalem,
Yeah.
and we're going to have people serving. We're going to have employees. That's what the word employee means. A
Micah,
servant
the
or a
fourth
slave. They are going to.
So, just put it together. Just put it together for me where you saying, I'm going to give it back to you. I'm just going to be quick. Just show me where you saying the land of the Lord in heaven is the same thing.
Heaven is the throne of David being established, brother. On earth. On earth as it is in heaven. When you say on earth as it is in heaven, don't you say that in your prayer?
Right. That's
Meaning the order of the heavens is going to come to the earth.
But that's y'all took that out of context though. You saying on earth as it is in heaven, right?
Hold up. Luke,
Yes, that's
Luke
the Lord's
the
Prayer,
first
right?
chapter, Luke the first chapter.
Yeah, hold on.
That's the Lord's Prayer, right?
We'll get the prophecy.
We got to get
The prophecy is going to explain it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
This is the book
Luke
of
1
Luke.
and 30.
Okay. It's the book of St. Luke.
34, 33, something like that.
It's like verse 30. I found it. This is Luke chapter 1. I'll start at verse 31. It says that, behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall call his name Yahushua. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever. And of his kingdom there shall be no end.
So the kingdom of heaven is the throne of David, which is a government. Somebody get Isaiah the
I know.
Wait, so our job is to build heaven on earth,
Right.
then? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Our job.
Our job is to...
What was R?
You good,
Said R.
You good.
Oh, sorry, I thought the Bible said...
You don't know what we're talking about.
Heaven,
I'm
heaven
trying
will
to
be on earth.
I'm sorry, man.
But
I'm
it's
pretty
a
slow when
government.
it goes to
Scripture. It's under Yahushua, King David. The 144 is the governing body.
Is that the 1,000 years after the 1,000 years?
No. The 1,000 years is the 144 ruling with Yahushua.
Go ahead.
Listen to this. This is Numbers chapter 24, and this is the prophecy. Chapter 24, verse 17. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Seth.
Right.
And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies.
Right. This is a future prophecy of what the Lord is going to do.
And Israel shall do valiantly.
Right.
Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion.
Right.
And shall destroy.
Dominion. That once Babylon the Great falls, America, and what's next is the kingdom of heaven.
And that's what Peter was asking about.
Right.
I'm going to read it to you real quick. Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, right? When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or land, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. That's going to be played out. See, this world was meant for us to enjoy as a paradise, but it became a living hell because of sin.
Right.
That is going to be corrected.
Right.
And we're going to be upgraded to perpetually produce righteousness on earth. And now it's going to be renewed as Eden before.
We're going to have the laws in our inward part. The only nation on the planet Earth that will have the laws in their inward part will be the Israelites. But we're going to teach the nations righteousness.
Because when you think about heaven,
Which nation?
when you think about heaven,
So all nations can go?
when you think about
All nations.
The earth is here, brother.
Yeah.
The nations are going to be on the earth, yes.
So all this, once they say I believe and they follow, they can come.
No. They will never be. Israel's going to be the
They're
top
not going to get the
dominant race.
glory. They're not going to have that glory with the Lord.
Can we get Micah 4 real
That's
quick?
promised with, Micah 4 is perfect.
Micah 4.
But
real quick.
I want to make a statement about heaven and understanding the concept of heaven or the celestial bodies. Heaven is in complete order, and that's why the sun and the moon and the stars is always used as a glorious body. Why? Because they never go out of order. The sun don't never go out of order. It does what it's ordained to do. The moon does what it's ordained to do. And we're supposed to have that type of heavenly order on earth.
Right.
That's why when Moses went into the mount, he went and saw a representation of the tabernacle, a heavenly representation of the tabernacle that he was supposed to bring on earth. That's what the order of Melchizedek is coming to do underneath who the world calls Jesus Christ.
So then the Messiah say we're not gonna be like given in marriage in heaven, right?
Right.
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 So if we're not gonna
you answering your question.
Yeah, so go with me. So if we're not gonna be given to each other in marriage, right? That's physical. We all agree with that. That
When
means
we have children in the kingdom?
I don't know.
Yes. The
Because
scriptures say it.
we just said it, you're going to get 100-fold. And that
They
lets
said
you know.
that in heaven.
Yeah, in heaven is on earth.
No. Think about it. See, he's thinking about the angels.
Yeah.
You think about the order of the spiritual realm. They're
Yeah.
not doing that in the spiritual realm.
Right.
That's already arranged.
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk about us on earth, we're going to be in a higher form on earth, but we're still going to be having babies. We're going to be eating. You're going to be drinking new wine.
Didn't the Lord say, I'm going to drink new wine with you
You're
in
going
the
to be
kingdom?
having a blast, man.
Now, how would he do that without, we're going to be in heavenly form. It's like, it's described in the scriptures, the new body, but we're going to be upgraded. Say the house of David shall be as God. But we're going to be on earth and rule on earth. That's the kingdom of heaven. Micah the 4th chapter. Let's read this and then we got to made for the Israelites.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right. Oh, go ahead.
So Michael 4:1, already reads.
It's the kingdom. Go ahead.
But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountain.
Right, and we got to get Daniel 2. Go ahead. The mountain of the Lord. The mountain is a government. And
So are we saying the last days in heaven is the same thing?
in the last, listen, brother.
I am listening. That's why
In the last day, in the latter times,
Yeah.
the Lord is eventually going to establish the kingdom. Yes.
But y'all trying to put together last days in heaven
So
is
what
the
is-
same thing.
It is. What are you talking
Are we
about?
not in the last days right now?
We've been in the last days since the Lord.
So is
said-
that heaven?
No, the last days are going to lead.
Don't do that though.
The Lord has
days
not.
lead to the kingdom of heaven.
I'm just saying, and I said I apologize, but don't try to.
But the Lord ain't came back yet. The Lord got to
And I
come
said
back.
I apologize, but don't put
It's
your
all good. It's all
elbow
good.
like that.
No, we ain't here for that. We ain't here
Exactly.
for
That's
that.
what I'm
No, we
saying.
good.
Don't
We
go
good.
overboard like
No, we
that.
good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Let's keep
Why
reading.
you smacking your lips like what?
Let's keep reading, brother. Chill.
I
We
am
ain't here
chilling,
for
but
that.
tell your man to chill.
No, chill.
I'm super
Yeah,
relaxed.
go
You
Michael
chill.
4:1
We ain't got
again.
We good. We good. We good. We good.
Michael 4:1 again from the top.
Everybody do push-ups right now.
We ex-athletes. We ain't no thugs out here. We have ex-athletes.
So keep your elbows down.
And ex-thugs.
Exactly. So keep your elbows down.
What happens, man? Like in a club, man. You
Nah,
bumping into
I
somebody,
ain't gonna
man.
do
Get over
nobody
it.
like that.
Go
Don't do me
ahead.
like
He
that.
got attitude.
I do
Go
too.
ahead.
But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountain,
Right?
and it shall be exalted above the hills,
Mm-hmm.
and people shall flow unto it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And many nations shall come and say, Come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
to the house of God of Jacob,
Uh-huh.
and he will teach us his ways,
And he will teach us his ways.
Okay.
So go ahead.
and we will walk in his paths.
Go ahead.
For the law shall go forth of Zion,
The law shall go forth. That's what's going to happen. When the kingdom of heaven is set up on earth, the rulership is going to be Yahweh Shah, the 144. That's going to be the governing body. We're going to have the large, they're a nation of kings and priests. And what does a priest do? He administers the law. The Lord is going to set up his people as he intended to from the beginning to rule and bring this earth back to paradise. Look at the earth now. Why do you want, what's the, keep going.
and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
So the law is going to be brought forth. All of the nations are going to learn from the Israelites being established.
And that's what y'all saying is heaven. I just want to
That's
be
the
clear.
kingdom of heaven.
That's the
throne
kingdom.
of-
So that's
the throne
it.
of David.
So like,
Now, was not Solomon a prelude to the kingdom for 40 years?
yes,
What did he do
he ruled. He taught.
on earth?
Yes.
on earth.
And all I'm simply saying, so are y'all saying that when we teaching and people are coming to us to be taught, that is heaven?
Right.
That's
Right.
what I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes,
That's
because
heaven.
this
So
is
when
why-
we die, hold on. So when people die and all this stuff, when we come back or whatever, the people who are dead, they're going to be going up to the Messiah and being taught in Zion.
What are you talking about?
I just said.
All right, you saying, okay.
When people die, right?
You got the
People,
spirit
we're gonna die.
You got-
We're gonna die,
you got-
right?
You got the spirit world,
Uh-huh.
where when you die, you go back to the spirit world, right? What you understand or you saying is heaven.
Right.
There's a glory that's up there, an order, right?
Right.
What we're telling you is that glory is going to come down and be represented on earth. That heavenly glory that's in the spirit world is going to come down and establish a heavenly order on earth.
New Jerusalem.
Now, hold on. In Revelation, the 5th chapter, when you go down to the 10th verse, it says, and has made us unto our power, our God, kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. We're going to reign on the earth. But we're going to be put into a glorified form
Right.
on earth.
1 John the 3rd chapter.
Okay?
Real quick, 1 John the 3rd chapter. And then somebody get Daniel 2. Then,
Okay.
Yep.
1 John 3:1.
Start at 2.
Start at 2. It reads, Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be.
It does not yet appear what we shall be. Go ahead.
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him.
Right. The sons of God. We're going to be like him. We're going to be brought back to our heavenly form. But this time we're not going to have to deal with the flesh. Right. We're not going to go out. We're going to come down onto the earth in heavenly bodies and rule and be the gods of the earth. Our men, our women, our children, the nation of Israel will be all righteous. They will have the instruction of the most from the heavens in them. They're going to be a walking light. The scriptures talks about how when the heathen see an Israelite in the kingdom, they're going to be like, damn, that's the seed that the Lord has blessed. That's what the Lord intended for us from the beginning. But what? We followed after the ways of the heathen, going back to the garden. All right? Following after the serpent. Right? So from that point on, we fell from that glory. But we're telling you, we're going to get that glory back.
Right.
And rule on earth in heavenly bodies. Is there some more?
Yes, for we shall see him as he is.
So we're going to be exactly how John the Revelator saw Yahushua in his heavenly form. We're going to be like that. The sons of God, we're going to be in that form, but we're going to rule here. Right. I know it's a lot to conceive, right? But that's what the Lord promised us.
It's a really dope concept.
It's a dope concept.
We got a couple more scriptures because we want to
One
round
more
off this idea.
And then we're going to get you.
Daniel, the 2nd chapter and the 44th verse says, in the days of these kings, who already talks about those different kings.
Right, the 4 beasts.
The 4 beasts. In the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Right.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all the kingdoms, and shall stand forever. Okay?
Right. The Lord is coming down to take down chiefly Babylon the Great and break up this beast system. He's taking down the heathen.
So talk to me about the 1,000 years.
Revelation 20. But real quick, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a group of Hebrews out there. It's the weakest group that we call the weakest group. They are like clowns. I don't know if y'all ever heard of them. They go by the name of folk.
Man.
Okay, they the most weakest Negroes that I beat up on all the time. They teach that the Canaanites are not black. And they also teach that the Hispanics are not Israel.
Right.
What do y'all say about that, man?
They're going off. Now, this dude Quinaf said the reason
Quabat, we call him Quabat.
Quinaf, right?
Quabat, you know what Quabat is, right? Get the blue letter, brother. There you go.
Right, but they teach that the Issachar can't be Israelites because they got so many people. Now, somebody get Hosea, the 1st chapter and the 10th verse. Because he said the Mexicans can't be Israelites because there's so many of them. But the scripture is only dealing with the small sanctuary of the believers. Overall, Israel is as the sand of the sea. So that I mean, there's a lot of things that dude teaches that's bugged. I see now y'all teaching the mark.
Now the Canaanites too.
The Canaanites are dark skinned. That's all you got to do is go into the ancient history.
Thank you, bro.
You know, the Canaanites are Hamites. The Hamites,
but I'm proving up that they white.
Now Canaan, this is the thing.
And they think that they can take y'all on. They can't mess with y'all.
This is the thing. But I'm not gonna use your platform to
to beat
make it
them up.
about getting on the other Israelites. But this is the thing. Canaan was born on the ship, on the boat.
Oh,
When Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth came off the boat, Canaan was there. They were all dark skinned.
Yeah.
Somebody get the scripture when they first got off the boat. Just type in Canaan. He was there. The Canaanites are dark skinned. Everybody on that boat was dark skinned. Right?
Yeah.
So Ham got it in on the boat. Let's get it. When they got off the boat.
Okay, yeah. Here it goes. This is Genesis chapter 9, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 9. Maybe verse 20. It says that Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. And this is Genesis 9 and 18. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan.
Canaan. Right? Ham is the father of Canaan. Now, he might not have been there, but Ham.
It tells you down more.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
It says, these are the three sons of Noah.
Right.
And of them was the whole earth overspread.
Mm-hmm.
And Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine and was drunken. And he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan.
The Canaan, he was there. This is the thing. Everybody on the boat were dark-skinned people. Canaan came from Ham. How's he not dark, man?
And then when you look at it, when you even just like go into archaeological history, there's so many representations of the sons of Canaan that are out there, and they're all dark skinned.
Right.
You know?
Right.
They're all dark skinned.
Right.
So it's just
yeah,
they
it's
just want to
contrary.
they just want to be
So
contrary.
those dudes, when they fell off, and then they came back with a whole other doctrine. So who knows? They could be paid off. Who knows what the hell is going on? But they off at the end of the day.
all right, my brother. Shalom, y'all.
So you better take the Most High serious, bro.
No doubt.
Hey,
No doubt.
no,
No
no,
doubt.
no,
No doubt.
You gonna
Yes,
respect
sir.
Nah, you talking about no doubt. Nah.
Yes, sir.
because the Most High is gonna get crazy out here. All right? And you Israelites, don't take that goddamn thing, man. Don't put that in.
Oh, you said don't put the jab. Don't put the jab in.
Don't put that shit.
Well, General Yohana came out and told the people it's all right.
He says a lot of things.
Yeah. I mean, y'all heard that, right?
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it. But hey, have faith. The Heavenly Father is getting ready to come get us. Don't lean on this goddamn devil and think that because he threatens your job, the Lord can't bless you, man.
Right.
The Lord can take care of you. He's been taking care of us.
Right.
Don't let this man scare you, because that's all they're doing is scaring you. He's using the flesh to say, if you don't do this, you're not going to be able to work for man. He ain't the end all be all, fool. Esau's going down.
That's right.
We're supposed to be a people of faith. And when you read Revelation, the 14th chapter, real quick, Revelation 14, we're going to end on, you can leave on this one. The bottom line is our message should be totally contrary to everything they're doing, man.
Right.
So for you Israelite groups who are saying that it's okay, if you align yourself with this beast system and do everything they say do, what good are you? What good of a man are you if you're teaching your people to bow the knee to the image of Baal? First of all, this whole medical field is highly rooted in idol worship. Asclepius, look at the symbol of the American medical field. It goes back to this Greco-Roman god of healing. It's not for us. All right? Right. So go ahead. Revelation 14 and 8.
Revelation 14 and 8, it reads, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she had made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
And that's America. So if you making decisions to forward yourself in America, which don't get it twisted, you got to do what you got to do. But once this devil starts talking about you got to do this, you got to put, that's where the line. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. This temple belongs to Yahweh Bashim Shah. Go ahead.
Verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image.
The beast? Who's the beast? The beast system, his image, the ways of the system, including his medical field. Now, they're making you worship this thing. This thing has become a god in the earth in damn near 2 years. It's the point. It's the new Jesus Christ.
Right, and that's why they push it down your throat with
Right.
their TV program.
Right.
That's all they talk about. Breaking news. How many people got the jab? Who didn't? Who died? Who living? this person, that person.
Right.
And that's all people are. It's a fervor.
Right.
And it's worldwide. And to be an Israelite and not be alarmed by Esau forcing something down your throat,
You crazy.
what the hell is wrong with you, man?
You crazy.
And we keep. Can you imagine them having big glasses on? You got the rhinestone garment on. You standing in the COVID line.
Right. Smell like red meat.
Your big ass in the COVID line, man.
Yeah, you too big for that. You got they on Facebook taking it. Y'all dudes are going off, man. Y'all too big for that, man. Faith is the key, man. Go ahead.
If any man worships the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his
Right now, we're in the stages where they're saying, worship our image. Make yourself in our image. You're going to do this. You're going to be made in my image, boy. If
Do you
wanna
agree that you are what your father is?
Yes.
So why do y'all call Esau the white man?
What do you mean?
Y'all call Esau the white man.
Right. Because the prophet
So,
said
whoa.
nation. Oh, yeah,
Right,
but
go ahead.
the prophet
Say it
says
again.
too, but what you mean white man?
Yeah, y'all call him the red man, the devil.
Right. So what does that mean?
But if his father
Right.
was the original man, right?
Right, but it says two nations.
Right.
Now, don't
But
you
hold
know,
on, hold on.
you got two
I'm like, hold on.
you got
He
fraternal,
separated the nation, but
fraternal-
he did not separate the semen or the sperm. So if you are what your father is,
right.
But he
You
wasn't
can't
chosen
have it
by
both
the
ways.
spirit. He wasn't chosen by
He
spirit.
was
He was chosen by spirit.
Think about it.
There
The
you go.
prophecy,
There you
the
go.
prophecy specifically described the characteristics of Esau. Why? Because it was different than anything that happened before.
do he have the same DNA as his brother, as his father?
Now, that's the question.
Go ahead.
When you deal with pregnancy, you have two forms of twins. I forget the names of them. You have fraternal, but don't you know that if there's in fraternal, they don't have the same genetic makeup. It can be just like a brother that comes from on down the line. But it's of the same father. He brought forth that seed, but I forget they don't share placentas. It's something. It's something along those lines. So you can have two twins in the belly, and it deals with reincarnation because that was Adam. He was able to bring forth both wicked and righteous spirits, and the Most High can do that.
The Most High can do what he wants.
The Most High can do that.
The
My
Most High
man is on the right page, man. He good, man. Y'all work with him.
They working with him.
Hey, you just like drama, man.
Oh, no. Yo, my crew is ISUBK. That's who I roll with. I roll with my captain. You already know.
Well, you do what he tells you to do.
I ain't going that far. I ain't going that far.
I thought you were. How you gonna follow him, man?
And that's the point.
But see, that's not what he did. He didn't tell everybody go out and do it. He said it's up to you.
He said
if you want
would be stupid.
He said you would be stupid if you didn't get it.
Now, down the line, they tried to clean it up. They put Cesario all right in front, like, all right, let's put him.
You know, my captain took it.
Huh?
My captain took it. Cesario.
Yeah, we know.
Oh.
We know. We'll see if Yahweh Bashim Shai was pleased with that sacrifice, Cesario. We're
All
gonna
right.
see.
Shalom, my brother.
We're gonna see. All right.
Revelation 14, read verse 9 from the top. Read, and the third
I
angel
should have shouted out my page, right? Hit that like button. Because you know they want to go see where we at, just listen to the rest.
And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image,
Right.
and receive his mark
Right.
in his forehead or in his hand,
Right.
the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture.
Right. So our whole message should be against, because John the Revelator, you got to think, John the Revelator is seeing Revelation 13, where they trying to say, here, this is what you got to do. Yeah. But then when you read 14, the 144, those who have the new song, synonymously are saying, look, if you do that, so why would you as an Israelite tell Israel that it's okay to just do what it? No. You got to step out on faith. Yes, as an Israelite, you're going to have to make decisions going down the line that are going to be faith-based. You're going to have to step out on water.
You ain't gonna know,
right? That was the wilderness. We didn't know. It was like, Yeah. But the chariot was there. It was good. But yeah, you are gonna have to separate from Egypt at some point as an Israelite, and the Lord is gonna take care of the rest. And you just gotta believe.
Yep. It was the same thing, like you were saying. The Israelites were murmuring as they came out of Egypt because after 400 years of being assimilated into Egyptian culture and convention, a bulk of Israel, they had jobs and they were integrated into that society. So when they got to the wilderness, it was hot. They didn't know where they was gonna get their next meal. They were like, man, we missed what they said. We ate of the leeks, the garlic and the onions. Man, we want to go back to Egypt. Well, our people are having that same sentiment as they're seeing things get strained out here in Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great, you got the PlayStation 4. Some of y'all got the 5 with the Joy Zone.
Right, your favorite taco spot?
Yeah, man. Y'all got to get the red sauce, man.
Right, the Jamaican roti.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. East Coast get you a roti.
Beef patty. Y'all use the comfort of this place, living deliciously in this place. So now the Most High started to put things out there just to create us a little bit of strain. Don't do that. You might not have a job. But you know what's crazy?
Moses didn't have a he left everything.
Bro, you got a whole system of a network of brothers, man. You gonna be all right. What do you think? What we gathered here for?
You got the Holy Spirit.
The Spirit's with us, man. But you got these people from other nations, like you got police officers, you got people in the military, you got some of these people that's in the sports. They're not taking it, man. Last month, it might not be last month, but in August, it was 4.3 million people leave their job. They're calling it the Great Resignation. A wave of people that say, man, I don't want to do that. But you got Israelites who believe in Yahweh Shem Shah that are bound in need. Right? Doesn't make sense.
The Edomite woman's on fire. She's cursing everybody out.
She ain't getting no sleep.
She's saying, hell no.
Karen ain't stopped.
Over my dead body. Then they talking about your children. Yeah. So then to Zariah, you gonna say it's cool for the children? Damn. Go ahead and put your children and usher them into. Do you get it too? No. But you got Edomites saying hell no, which some of them could be Jake. But you got Edomites saying hell no, over my dead body will you force me to do this? And people are walking off their jobs.
Yeah. I was watching Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck was like, if he said I ain't taking it because I already had. Basically, he called it, got over it. He's like, I got the natural immunity. But he said, I'm really not taking it just because y'all trying to make me, man. No.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
About to lose a third of their force.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's already.
And they're doing that because they want to crash the economy, but they're the devilish.
Right.
The whole thing is Satan, man. So as an Israelite, here it is, you didn't walk all the way up to this to just say, well, shit, I took Tylenol, man. Shit, I took one when I was little. You drink water? Nah, man. You're supposed to have a warrior-like spirit, man. Because you never know. Hey, the Lord put a man to death for going to seek after somebody get. Well, you got something? Does it go what we're talking about? Okay, hit it, and then somebody get 1 Kings, the 2 Kings, the 1st chapter. Go ahead.
Yep. 2nd Ezra 16 and 40. Just you can read on down, but verse 40. Oh my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Be as pilgrims. And when you go down, it's basically saying, flee, you separate. The truth flee Babylon. You separate your mind from this place. Spiritually, you understand that these things that I have today, at some point I'm going to have to make a decision that's not based on these things. I'm going to have to make a kingdom-based decision. And that's what the Israelites did as they separated from Egypt to go where? To the promised land. Okay? Now, go ahead.
Yep.
2 Kings. You got it? I got it. First Kings 2, or 2 Kings 2. Go to the 2nd chapter. 2 Kings, 2nd chapter.
Yeah, it's crazy with that the juice mandates too, like the ESPN or Shannon Steele, whatever. She ended up they were putting pressure on her to take it. She took it and then ended up now she's not even at the top no more. Consented and now, she left.
Right. Because what if you do all of that and then they go keep moving the goalposts?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
They go say, all right, well,
Boost them.
yeah, boost up. Your blue juice, red juice, take all of the juice.
New berry.
Then what? And then your job shut down. And you sitting there with 8 juices in your life.
One for the cough, one for the fever, one for the head, one for the
Shut down anyway. 2 Kings chapter 1 verse 1. Then Moab rebelled against Israel after the death of Ahab.
Right.
And Isaiah fell down through a lattice in his upper chamber that was in Samaria and was sick. And he sent messengers and said unto them, Go inquire of Beelzebub, the god of Ekron.
Right, so he got sick, and he told his men, go inquire of another god on how I can be healed. Go ahead.
Whether I shall recover of this disease.
Right?
But the angel of the Lord said to Elijah the Tishbite.
And that's what they're telling you. The only way you can recover from disease
you need to
is
listen
this.
to this man. Go to Beelzebub.
Take this, do this.
Well, he the one put everything out for you to get.
Exactly.
Goodness gracious.
Come on, man, and here it is. Come on, man, come on.
Yeah, you gonna cough in my face. You gonna cough and sneeze in my face and then give me some
Right. But the whole time we've been here, the science has been centered around us being a goddamn degenerate and destroying us. For us to get to the very end, and now it's cool.
They know how to destroy us. That's why they telling us to trust it.
Yeah. It says, but the angel of the Lord said to Elijah the Tishbite, Arise, go up to meet the messengers of the king of Samaria, and say unto them, Is it not because there is not a God in Israel that ye go inquire of Beelzebub, the god of Ekron?
Right.
Now therefore, thus saith the Lord.
Do we not have a God in Israel that can heal you?
Yeah.
Man.
You're not gonna go to the prophets to ask what to do?
Bro.
Go ahead.
Right. Now therefore, thus saith the Lord, thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up,
Right.
but thou shalt surely die.
You're gonna die. And you would say that's a small thing.
Yeah.
That's a small. All he did was go to a different God and ask you.
Where you reading from?
Huh?
Where you reading
This
from?
is 2 Kings, the first chapter.
Right. So it's serious. Now, when you deal with the Church of Pergamos, it said where Satan's. When you deal with that history where what's his name, Antipas was martyred. When you deal with it, they had their. When you go into the history, all right, when they had their different healing methods that were very wicked. Now, as Antipas was out preaching, they rolled up on him like, look, you know what I'm saying? Look, you're going to have to stop teaching this shit. Because he was known, this is according to the history. Now, get it real quick. In Revelation, the 2nd chapter, type in Pergamos. And when you do history on it, the Church of Pergamos, it said where Satan sit. Because they were into some weird healing practices where you would go into the temple, lay with snakes. That's what everything you see today being based upon. It was a Greco-Roman god. Go ahead.
Revelation 2:12, and to the angel of the church of Pergamos write, These things saith he which hath the sharp sword with two edges. I know thy works, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan seated.
Even where Satan seated is. Now, when you go into the history, they were into the whole hospital system goes back to this city. Everything, and they worship the god of healing. Then was what? Asclepius. Now, somebody type in Asclepius. Let's just look at it. Go ahead.
Can I read it down here?
Go ahead.
It says, Satan's seat or throne may be reference to the religious paganism centered in Pergamos.
The religious paganism. Everything here, this is the mother of all harlots.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says the city had a throne-like altar to the god Zeus, a temple to Asclepius, symbolized by a serpent, and various temples dedicated to the worship of the Roman emperor.
Right. Now, this is the god of Asclepius. We ain't going to even say anything. All right, but what does that remind you of?
Medical.
Huh? You got it?
Yeah.
What does that remind you of?
Yep, you got to take the Hippocratic oath. Whenever you get to medical school,
Right.
you got to take the Hippocratic oath.
Right.
All of these stuff goes back to Greco-Roman
Right.
customs and deities, man.
Right.
That's why it says that this is that beast coming back.
Right.
This is that revived beast.
You can worship the image.
You're gonna worship the image.
And that's what they're that's what they're doing. Before they issue the charagma, you're gonna worship the image.
Yep.
You're gonna bow. And that's what it's all about. And if you think it's crazy, then hey, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, look at the news. Look at the world around you. The world around you is crazy.
Right.
There's no love in this place. You better, all of us out here, when we parked our car, lock the doors. You literally got people walking around dressed in Aquaman outfits, man. Worshiping Halloween, man. All Hallows Eve. Walking around with goddamn bunny ears on. Complete bugged out, man. All right, not knowing that they're worshiping an ancient demonic custom.
Right.
You know, Samhain, All Hallows Eve. You know.
Then all of these children go missing.
Yes.
400 something plus children go missing a year in America alone, and that's that's the real pandemic.
Never found.
Keep going.
Yep. And they're stealing more and more Jake babies. More and more of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are coming up missing. All right.
Sorry. No, you good. I literally had a vision that Sonetta and her were gonna be here.
Really?
I had that vision. Okay.
That's the last sentence to say. Yahweh Shai here commends the church of Pergamos for remaining faithful in the midst of such satanic influence.
Right. Read that again. Read that again.
It says Yahweh Shai has commended the church at Pergamos for remaining faithful in the midst of such satanic influence.
So, ain't that what we should do? The same influence is back here today, and General Yohana stands on top of a goddamn building and say, "Do it!
Yeah. Take it, man.
Take it!" After years of telling you, don't trust them.
Don't be listening to your grandmama, man.
Yeah.
Take that shit,
This
man.
man is the devil.
Now, can you be healed from that? Can you be healed from it? Possibly. But we ain't fit to play that game with y'all about Shah. We may be healing some of those jakes who be like, man, I wish I didn't do it. Because it talks about a grievous sore.
Yep. A grievous what?
Sore, a grievous sore that came upon them who worshiped the image and took the charagma. I mean, showing you it's physical. So people who be all messed up, we may be running the streets with oil. You never know. Some of them. Miracles are coming. But we in our house, this is what we're teaching, man. We're serving Yahweh Shemel Shai, man.
I got to cut out. Do y'all do stuff during the week? Or no?
Tuesday.
Where at?
Right.
Y'all be out?
Yeah, but we have a YouTube page.
What is it?
You on Remnant Save?
Remnant Save. We got a
Remnant Save?
Yeah.
Remnant Save 144. Give them this. Every page that's up right now, just give it to them. Somebody write it. You up too, right? Yeah. Give them.
Yeah, and so
Somebody got a pen?
We're always posting lessons and classes on there.
But y'all don't get together as a group and do
Well,
stuff?
you got to be crossed over in order.
Okay. Yeah.
We do. Yep. We gather.
I want to read the scripture real quick.
And bro, we good. We ain't got no ill will. We understand.
Same here.
Understand. Make our hand hard against y'all.
Yeah. Hey, people were edified. Right.
Ephesians
chapter.
No
All right, bro. You be safe, man. It's crazy out here, man. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And you know, this is that new Rome that's bringing back all those forms of idol worship, the image of the beast, man, in all facets and sectors of society, in medicine, in economics, in education, in the military, in politics, all of these different areas that make the world, in sex and relationships. We're dealing with spiritual darkness, man. So you best to believe, as concerning the Vanessa, as concerning that jazz, bro, Esau is all up in there with spiritual wickedness, man.
Well, it can't be as bad as crack.
Come on, bro.
We survived the crack pig, man. Even looking at the word pharmakia going into the pharmacy. You look at the signal, I forgot the other Walgreens.
That was their say.
Walgreens.
Revelation
the cauldron.
It talks about the pharmakia, man. Yeah. Sorcery.
But this is on a whole nother level, because it's not like they just coming out with another medication.
Right.
They got a whole system of control that they're forcing down your throat with it. You can't go here, you can't do this. And it reminds you, if you're spiritually discerned, of Revelation the 13th, 14th, 20th chapter concerning the MOB, the mark of the beast, man. It's like, okay, they're starting to move forward with this agenda.
Yeah. Quick precept. Sirach 36 and 4, or 38 and 4, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has created medicines out of the earth. And he that is wise will not abhor them.
And that's what I'm saying. That's just like Cam said, man. You gonna have somebody that's all yobbed up. You gonna have somebody that's all yobbed up, and they're gonna be hurt. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be hurt.
Through.
Yeah.
People are through behind this thing.
That's what I'm saying. And a man of the Lord. It's the same thing like when the Lord was on the scene. When the
falling on the scene. You have people with all kind of previous sores and diseases, like a woman that said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment. It's gonna be that type of situation. It's gonna be that type of situation, man. You're gonna see somebody that trusted in this system that's gonna be completely destroyed by it. And then the Lord is gonna show his power.
Right.
You see, the Lord is raising this man up to show his power. So when the Lord show his power, it's gonna be a whole other set of circumstances.
Right. That's what he's doing. He's trying to set up a left-hand kingdom. All right. He's trying to forge a birthright into the earth. All right. He's trying to hijack reality and give you a pseudo reality, man.
Man, what's the new
The
Meta?
metaverse. Metaverse. Yeah.
Now with this whole metaverse thing and all this, you know what I'm saying? When you watch Flash, they talk about metahuman.
Tower of Babel.
You know what I'm saying? It's basically beyond human. You know what I'm saying? You got these metahumans that have all these abilities that they didn't have before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's that merger of the digital world with our reality.
So now Facebook is saying you can create your own world. You can create your own reality. Why? Because you could have get your ass in the house and pull that mask up, shut your damn mouth.
And ultimately, it's the Tower of Babel.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the Tower of Babel
Yeah.
all over again.
Yeah.
They're building a whole. It's in a spiritual sense, but they're literally building a tower, a technological, digital Tower of Babel.
You get to go around the world in your living room.
Right. Yeah.
And that's it.
Big as hell.
And you live
They walk for years.
It's gonna start because what they're gonna start having more virtual reality stuff. They showed you at Coachella, you know, where they
put the Super Bowl on that shit. What?
Yeah, it's gonna be a point to where it's only safe for your safety. We can't come together no more virtually. All right. So we're gonna do everything virtually, man. It's gonna be virtual football games, everything.
Like on Demolition
Yeah.
Day. Here it is. You're gonna have to have. I only got 25 minutes of sex. Can I get?
Yeah.
Can I get an hour?
I need another
We
crate.
borrow an hour, man.
I need another sex crate.
Seriously. You get boxed.
You gonna be in the living
Shit
room.
cut off.
Yeah, in the living room.
Damn.
You're in the living room. And it's just cut off.
Your groin, you get a cramp and shit. But that's what he wants. He wants to be the most high, even with the whole farm to fork thing. The farm to fork, they want to digitalize the whole process of the food coming out of the soil. Even the soil is going to be digitalized. So when it gets to your mouth, it's going to be tracked. Look up fork to farm. This whole thing with Biden's talking about the taxes for the carbon, what is it, carbon tax?
Within the Build Back Better plan,
Right.
it's going to be a carbon emission tax.
Right.
And they're starting it with the bank. So a business won't be able to get a loan that it needs to start their business unless they concede to this green emissions contract.
Right.
And in that green emissions contract, what you do, your good or service, is going to be tracked and traced as far as, okay, well, this service produces this much pollution.
Right.
And if you don't comply,
Right.
you through.
You're gonna have to. If you got them, that's why they're telling the farmers, you can't farm no more. Shut this down because you got too many cows.
Yeah.
They're emitting too much CO2.
Yeah.
So you're using up too much the carbon.
Yeah.
So ultimately, he's
Y'all
gonna.
eat too much beef, so we
Right.
need to reduce beef consumption.
Right.
All right. So now we want y'all on this genetically modified plant-based beef.
Ezekiel 28.
Meta beef.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna want. Why? Because they're gonna start a system of rationing.
Right.
Where you sitting your ass, you ain't going back. You going nowhere. You ain't going
Hang it up.
back.
Right. It's a systematic siege. It's a systematic food shortage. It's not that the food ain't there, but your means of getting it is gonna be cut off. Castrated. There's only gonna be a few ways to get it. Right? And what are you gonna have to do to get into those few ways? Somebody get Jeremiah 14 real quick. Jeremiah 14 in the last two verses. Ezekiel 3, I believe, in the last two verses. Where is it talked about they should eat?
All right,
Go, get there.
Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 16, it says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold,
This is what the Babylonians did. Now we're in the Babylon the Great. Same thing's gonna happen. Go ahead.
I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem,
Right.
and they shall eat bread by weight, and with care.
You should, with care, meaning you ain't wasting. You ain't throwing away the brown part of the bread. I don't want that. No, that's hey. We're gonna say that for tomorrow.
It's gonna be rationing, man.
You ain't gonna throw away a ketchup package. I don't need that. That ketchup package is gonna mean something in that day.
Yeah.
So read that again.
And it says, "Behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread with weight and with care." And that word "care" here in the precept says with anxiety.
Yep. Somebody get that in NLT too. Go ahead.
It says, "And they shall drink water by measure."
By measure, meaning here's the water you get for the month. Here. Go ahead.
Careful.
Right.
Yeah.
You can only in certain stores, you can only get 2 cases.
Right.
But even that slow down. I'm making an interest transportation industry, and they're saying like loads are actually slowing down, man. You know, people who do nationwide like loads, they have to stay local just for them to get a certain amount of money. So you got people out there that's working hella hours, just to hella hours, hella days, hella more days, just to get a certain quota that they reaching before the pandemic. And really, that goes back to really what's going on the coast, and that stuff is just sitting out there, bro. So more and more, that stuff is going through.
Well, mate, that's happening with my store too right now.
Right.
Going in, you buying meat. You sell 40 packs. You can only get 2 of them. You know, people going in and trying to get 3 and 4. People trying to get 3 and 4. Being the meat cutter where I work.
Oh shit.
You know, so we get family packs like ribeyes and stuff like that. We only can ration them out. They can only get like 2 family packs. You know, where a year or so before you can get kind of whatever you want. So now they're starting to ration out even the meat.
Look at that right now, man.
Right. And it's
Bro,
happening.
It's here, man. We're here.
And you still got people mocking and scoffing and talking shit. Even the people, I bet you on sign of the comment, but they were talking all kind of them stupid niggas. Them gonna be the niggas that's gonna be like, read that?
Yeah.
This gonna be y'all.
This is Ezekiel 4 in the NLT down in verse 16. It says, "Then he told me, son of man, I will make food very scarce in Jerusalem. It will be weighed out with great care and eaten fearfully. The water will be rationed out drop by drop, and the people will drink it with dismay."
Right, with this man. And now when you read up, there's a point where he tells Ezekiel, you know, because look, it ain't stupid to get a little extra. He told Ezekiel, get the lentils and make that bread. So and store it up. You know, that Ezekiel bread, the brother made it actually. The brother, he got some, right? Oh, you got it? All right, his brother made it, and it lasts like, the shelf life is what? 3 years. 3 years. So he told Ezekiel, make these cakes with lentil and this and that, and pretty much set it to the side. I'm going to make some. And I tasted it. I was like, damn. Now imagine you in a fat, you know, family, you got them 3 breads sitting there, and that'll survive you to the Lord.
Y'all looking at each other.
But you going to eat it with care. Your son, get seconds. Nigga, sit your ass down. There's no seconds in the Jacob's trouble.
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Ezekiel 12, verse 17 through 19. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, eat thy bread with quaking, and drink thy water with trembling and with carefulness. And say unto the people of the land.
Because the Babylonians came, right? Now they're coming again, the Edomites. And people are still talking shit. Saying, I don't believe this. Well, hey, something, you better believe something, because something's about to happen. Go ahead.
If I may add on to the points of what the elder said, the reason why, the big reason why to this is that Ezekiel at the time, he was doing this as a son. Because Jacob wasn't fully taken down at this point.
Right, because it was like 3.
It was three campaigns. The last campaign, what happened in 586 BC, was the major foot. Ezekiel was part of that first campaign. He went in with like Daniel and all that. But Ezekiel was doing this in front of the people, eating it with carefulness and rationing it out. Jacob was like, what the hell is he doing? Because they was still eyeing this, right?
It's like they're saying, what the hell we doing?
Exactly, right? Verse 19, and say unto the people of the land, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of the inhabitants of Jerusalem and of the land of Israel, they shall eat their bread with carefulness and drink their water with astonishment, that her land may be desolate from all that is therein, because of the violence of all that was. That was the Lord was put upon Ezekiel. He said, what? You're going to be a sign amongst the people. He said,
And the scriptures say famine is one of the things prepared for niggas.
right?
Right? So this ain't happening for the punishment of the elect. Although we're gonna go through straight things, right? But the primary niggas that's gonna be touched by this is Jake and the heathen, man. Yeah, that nigga. That type of nigga. Still playing that shit. He was saying it. See, nigga, I'm gonna be starting. Here I go. I'm that nigga. Right? Because everybody who's born into the earth is born ultimately to fulfill a prophecy. Right? When they say they were eating and drinking and being married, you have to have people born, grow up and be eating and drinking and being married. Here I go. That nigga. Right?
Second Ezra 6 and 22, it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Right. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Now, what is that going into? Economic collapse. And they're using the 19, Calvin Klein 19, right, for what? A purpose of doing it. They're cutting out the middle class. The rich are hoarding all of the riches to themselves. These small business owners are going to be through very soon, right? These places are going to be under your favorite Elamite restaurant shut down. You go on some of them now, they complaining because a just man, you will allow people to, but he ain't going to stop. So the sown places are going to be where people are chilling, right? You gonna start to notice, damn,
Had
Plucking shut down, right?
Had the clientele gone.
Right. But before that, these places are going to start charging more for their food. Yep. And they got to do that. And Esau's going to blame them in the news, but what do you expect them to do? Yeah, you could have came here and got 5 chicken wings for $8 a year ago, but now we're going to need 50. Yep. Why? Because these shutdowns is fucking up their business, man. Go ahead.
Yep. Second Ezra 6 and 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right.
Yep. Walmart, Costco, Whole Foods, Brewster's.
Your local store.
I would say, bro, can you imagine empty shelves in Costco? People gonna be in there fighting, man. Yeah. People gonna be in there fighting, man. But the scripture says that the Lord's men gonna eat, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So why everybody else lumped up coming home empty-handed? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we remain faithful, we gonna be cool. Yeah. They said the supply chain is so backed up, it'll take 2 years to catch up. They don't have the manpower at the docks. They don't have the manpower in the trucks. They don't have the room in the storage houses. They get hired in other places. And this is not just happening in America. This is happening worldwide. This is happening worldwide, man. Everything's on the backlog, man. So, ain't nobody hiring. So they're talking about, no. Everybody is hiring, but ain't nobody going to work.
There we go. Yeah.
Everybody's hiring, but ain't nobody going to work. All right, the uncertainty of their jobs and dealing with the jab and everything like that, nobody want to be there, man. So the grinding is ceasing, and literally you don't have people that want to do the job. Straight up. Yep. Okay. So it's a systematic takedown. Meanwhile, they're producing a system of universal income, right? And they're ushering in a whole new world order, piece by piece by piece. All right, but famine is how you control people by food. Goods and services control people. Okay.
Jumping down to verse 24, like the Elder Yata was going into, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall
They're gonna be mad. They're gonna be fighting.
Sandwich.
Right. Because you done told everybody, I got this, I'm stocking up everything.
Yeah.
Now you didn't think them niggas was gonna be hungry one day.
Fighting on you now.
They're gonna be plotting on you.
They show you militias gonna form. Food militias, they form in end-time scenarios.
Yo, don't you got some food? And he ain't gonna open the door and they gonna kick it down.
Y'all thought the Purge was a movie.
Right.
Esau ready for the Purge too, man. So-called white man is ready for the Purge.
Ready.
They've been buying ammo since Trump got. They've been buying ammo since Obama got up in there. All right, ammo been on low.
It's empty, man. I was there. And so I got a partner that's in the world.
you know, he does his thing and he traps or whatever. Man, don't you know they selling bullets like pills in bags?
Wow.
That's how scarce bullets are right now, bro.
Yeah.
They selling hollow tips in baggies, man.
Yeah. And you said there, brother Paria, you said there was a shortage going on too for bullets. Oh yeah, like that.
Dude, someone please call 911. Ammo, whatever.
Gone. Hey, 2 years back when I was, you know, doing deliveries back on the beach, every day I would deliver cases, like 75, 80 cases, just on one truck. 75, 80 cases of ammunition. Taking old white ladies, all kinds of anybody. Everybody was stocking up on it. Yeah. And that's just one truck. Yeah. It'll be in one station, you got 120, 150 trucks. We're all delivering cases and cases of ammunition. Yeah. And Myrtle Beach ain't that big. Yeah. So think about a place like Dallas or New York, Chicago. Yeah. So you got these Edomite militias, they ready to go to war, man. They've been stocking up and prepping and everything like that. I know people who were millionaires back in 2015 that told me they were getting ready. Pull them into a room. And the first thing he showed me was his gun safe. Put to that vault, put the fingerprint on that mug, that wall said, bro, look like, you remember Terminator when they, Matrix? Remember Matrix when they were getting ready to go crash? Bro, that mug opened up and did like that. He looked at me. He had a stash of gold. I told you the story. Why not? Real talk. I was in there like, he had the little handguns, rifles, big fucking grenades, big shit, all of it. You know, I don't know nothing about no guns, but I know that one right there, big.
If I can say also, Laquan, that the article just came out yesterday going into how it's the 911 emergency service is facing a shortage. With all the first responders, the hospital, the police officer quitting, you know, no hospital worker, the
Right. And then nobody to deliver the babies. And then the answer is always the National Guard.
Yeah.
The National Guard can deliver the baby.
Right.
Like, damn.
Drive the truck.
And then the Border Patrol. Why would you force them? Now, you're not going to force the post office worker to do it, but you're going to force the Border Patrol.
Yeah.
Now, if they all quit,
It's over.
like, what are you doing? So it's a recipe for disaster. That's what Biden was put. That nasty bastard, he was put in there to bring the end, man, we believe.
Yeah.
Right? He said this, and you hate living through it, but he's needed. And you look at him like, man.
Yeah.
Bro, he haven't even been in there.
Like, you'll get a demon on you, like, I want Trump back.
Yeah.
But then you got to be like, hey, you know, well, let me, you know.
Yeah. Like, man, damn, Trump went hard,
Because
man.
even Obama, when he came, you couldn't even get a tax return no more.
Yeah.
And this is basically that same office.
Yeah.
The whole Obama and they back. And nasty as hell, man.
Abomination.
And that's why the damn demos, man, they want to take those guns away, man. You got to pass these gun laws. Right. You got to take the guns away. Right. And then they pass a law. They want to pass a law to take the guns away. Then right after that, they pass a law to where you can just walk around with a strap with no license.
Right. And historically, the biggest tyrants have came from democracies. Right? Go historically and look at throughout history. The greatest tyrants and tyrannical governments came out of democracies. Right? Draco, the Athenian, there you go. The Athenians lawgiver, okay, Draco, which we speak on draconian measures unto this day, which are harsh laws, that goes back to a democracy. The democracy goes back to Athens, Greece. So you people, Jake is all up in Esau's ass thinking that the Dems are on their side, but man, the Dems are about to bring hell to this place, man. And at the same time, rainbow everywhere. Just abomination everywhere under these people, man. So they both the devil, but the Dem is a different kind of devil, man. All right?
Well, Isaiah 32, verse 5 and 6. Really verse 7 as well.
I mean, Biden, he had that big-ass Bible. He swore in on it, and the next day he told 8-year-olds that they could change. That's crazy.
Democracy kind of it pretty much epitomizes wickedness.
Yep.
When you think about democracy, you have people voting on what judgment is.
Right.
We've been given the righteous judgments already.
Right. In a republic, everybody goes according to a law. All right. But in a democracy, the people dictate the law. But then they manipulate the minds of the people to march and fight for things that are absolutely evil and wicked. It's witchcraft, man. Right?
Isaiah 32, verse 5 through 7. The vile person shall be no more called liberal.
Now go over the verse before that so we get a few more.
Okay. Isaiah 32, verse 4. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge.
That's what's happening. The heart of the rash is now understanding knowledge. Who's the rash? You Israelites. Within the system of white supremacy, you were 3/5 of a 2/5. What is it? 3/5 of human beings. According to their science, you ain't human. Right? But now here it is that those very people you said weren't shit are now speaking this doctrine, man. Standing on their feet. Read that again.
Isaiah 32, verse 4. The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly.
And we ready to speak plainly, week in, week out, day in and day out. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal.
Now he's no more being called liberal. Wasn't that what the government was known that they were the liberals? Yep. Right? Yep. Now everybody's like, nigga, you're vile. Yep. Even other Edomites got more sense than niggas. Here it is, you got Mountain Dew drinking Edomites with more sense than you niggas in 2021. With more sense to know, wait, something's wrong. You know why? Because Esau got a rulership, even in that low state, they got a rulership mentality. There's only so long you're going to be able to tell Esau what you can and can't do before they say, wait a minute. They going to push back.
I'm sorry. I know my right.
I'm sovereign because this was supposed to be their inheritance. America. But now they figured out that they're niggas within the system of white supremacy as well.
Right.
Broke as hell. Esau broke as hell. We got better jobs than you Edomites. Right? So you're now figuring out that your elites are just the devil. They didn't share that. They took the blessing and ran.
I'll be right back.
Right, but they gave you the white thing. You know, you could be white. You had privileges. You know, but now you just a nigga, man. Go ahead.
If I may add on to the elder's point, man, back in the 1960s, the Democratic Party was called the
Right.
So,
right, and where did that come from? Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was the Democratic Party really started with him. And what was he known as? The Indian killer, man. Go ahead.
The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity.
I think when you go into that word, churl, this is calling him a scoundrel. Or a no good nigga.
I believe there's a word dealing with Amalek that deals with scoundrel or something like that.
Yeah, we started using it for nigga at one point in time, just joking.
Like a miser.
Yeah. So through this word going out, people are now finally, after all he's done, saying, wait a minute, you ain't right. He's being lifted, and that's how you know he's at the end, because the witchcraft don't work no more. Right. Now the average person is just like, wait a minute. But it started with this word going out. If you look at it, once this word went out, you got Alex Jones that came, you got all these truthers that came, but it started with this truth. In 2007, you didn't have men on the internet telling women, shut your ass up. That came from this movement right here. You didn't have people on a large scale you had the Illuminati thing and that here and there, but it wasn't as prevalent. It started with this word going out. Now there's a spirit on even heathen to bring out particular things to expose Esau. Let's get the signs up.
God says, the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh. Man, it's not Esau doing this right now, man, in all facets, man. Being the biggest hypocrite, and he's uttering error against the Lord pretty much by saying, look, my way is this, right? It says, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail.
And that's what he wants. He don't want us to be dry.
Yep. In every facet, the needy is being taken over, bro. Right. And basically everybody's being put in a position of being needy. Okay? because you're basically living a debt-based system of where you're relegated to work and grind, and you're in a rat race. Right. So they threaten to take away your sustenance and force you into their unrighteous decrees, like it talks about in Isaiah 10. But now it's speeding up. It's speeding up. All right, so we're at the back end of this thing.
Verse 7, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal...
Even when we speak right.
Right, yeah.
So they say, get your ass off the corner selling drugs. Well, we say, okay, instead of selling the drugs, we're going to preach on the corner. They still got a goddamn problem.
Yep. They're going to hate regardless.
Verse 8, but the liberal devises liberal things. And this liberal here is talking about us. We're the true liberals, man. We're the true generous ones.
Right.
We're the true ones that's giving you the liberal things that will grant you liberty. Not these goddamn old-ass, crusty-ass Edomites, man. Man, that nigga Joe Biden is fucking nasty.
Anybody who trusts that guy, you got problems.
You got issues, man. It says, but the liberal devises liberal things. And by liberal things shall he stand. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the true liberals are going to stand, man. And the true liberals are the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We're going to be the ones that's going to remain, Lord willing, with that number.
Yeah. So as you see all of these things befalling the planet Earth, it would behoove you to get right with the Heavenly Father.
Right.
Right now we talk about how it's high time to wake out of sleep. All right? It's high time to wake out of sleep. That's why we always end the service with a calling.
That's right.
With a calling for those of you that are just now tuning in, that are just now waking up to this. Hey, I don't know what took you so long. Where the hell you been? But
11th hour.
Yeah, it's the final hour, man. Right. So you got to strap in and shape up quickly. All right? Because now it's time to understand what the Most High wants and get in line with it. Things are speeding up. They're coming with that MOB system. The path of the MOB is clear. Okay?
And Mark Zuckerberg, his ass is on talking about the what is it, metaverse?
Yeah.
They serious, man. They had that sweet baby Ray sitting in the back. He was serious, man. They ain't playing.
It probably was baby blood.
Right. They probably go eat a baby foot with the sweet baby Ray.
Baby Ray is up under his porch.
So
they probably got baby Ray, right?
He down there for it.
Yeah.
Yo. Is that sweet baby Ray?
Right? So, hey, man, the Most High is getting ready to roll on this place, man.
Right.
We hope you brothers was edified. You have any closing statements else?
That's it, man.
Hey, man. Hey, call halal.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Hakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutation to you. I came out there pushing the word, sincerity, and truth, man. On to the next one. Let's get it.
Shalom. Yes, sir. Amen.